What's up? You rocking with Shaka Zulu right here on the RealLyfe Street Stars. Y'all tune in, stay locked in with us. We on.
Real life. If that shit ain't real life,
it ain't real life. Just ain't real life street stars. You know what time it is.
Boom, boom, boom. Let's go. Let's go. We got it back in the building. RealLyfe Street Star. We got a situation, man. We got the man himself, man. Shaka Zulu in this mug, man.
The biggest.
Hey, and I see you got even the goddamn fur on you, like you killed a lion, a rabbit,
I had to go get me some rabbit. I couldn't find the goddamn King Joffrey Gyra shit. You know, he came over the head. So I had to go get me some rabbit. But we good.
It look like Jaguar fur, but I don't know how.
Oh, nah, you know.
I just fucking with you.
I'm going to dye it black for the video, though.
Man, welcome to the couch, man. It's crazy, man, because you know, it's funny. We had a situation where we talked with Jaguar Wright, and she mentioned some people through what is called carbonation, in which we had no idea what it was. She always talked about the babies, and we like, you know, who it was. So meeting with Monica, Genesis, I was able to meet Soular, talk with Soular, get a little bit of background story, and we invited him on the couch. As you probably noticed, we had a conversation with us, as far as on the Street Star side, we didn't have a lot of knowledge. As far as what carbonation was, we had like surface level knowledge. Right. But we felt it may be a dope story. So we got Soular's story. He brought, I don't want to say his wife, but what he called his wife, which is actually Eligio's wife, Nature Boy's actual wife.
That's deep.
She came in and she spoke. Yeah, she spoke on her end. First and foremost, before we get started, and we're going to get your backstory and stuff like that, but what are your thoughts on those two interviews? Just off the rip, you know.
Man, my first thought was just a whole lot of capping going on. I felt like Velvet was just speaking on one-sided aspect of. She wasn't really giving her involvement of the story. She was just giving Nature Boy her involvement with Nature Boy, but she wasn't really telling like her deep involvement and how she even got there, why she was there. You know, what her purpose was. You know, so I felt like she should have went in depth and more in that. As well as Soular, too. I felt like Soular always capping. So I feel like he should have just kept it real. I don't think he kept it real about none of that. Like, he brought her out as his wife, all that. Like, man, stop it. You got a wife already. She got a husband already. Let's keep her gangster.
What's the most cap shit you heard on the interview?
On that interview?
Yeah, out of one of the two.
Oh, man, it was so much. It was so much. No, for real. I would have to say she acted like she didn't want to be there. The part where she acted like she didn't want to be there and she was being forced to be there.
Yeah,
I felt like all that shit was cap, because I felt like when I was there, she had plenty of days that she could have just been like, I'm out. And nothing would have stopped her, because that was with everybody. Everybody had a day where they could have just been like, nigga, I'm out of here. And there was nobody
She may seem like it was Jurassic Park or something.
Even if they had your paperwork, nigga, you can go get another birth certificate. You can go, if it's that serious, nigga, like, if it's that bad, I'm going to get another one. They make copies of them things. Like,
her escape story was, though, something for the movies, though. Like, you know, from what she told us, it was like a harrowing escape.
Maybe in her mind, though, that might have happened in her mind. You know, we wasn't there. We can't visualize or feelize what somebody else went through, you know what I'm saying? So maybe in her mind it was like that. But in my mind, when I was watching it, I had the popcorn, like...
So was there anything that they said?
Nigga, go ahead.
What was the realest shit that they said in there? That
the realest shit was that they went over there fucking with Nature Boy. They went over there fucking with a nigga who had a mission.
Yeah, that happened, goddamn.
That happened.
All right, well, let's get your backstory, man, real quick, man. First of all, even your name, Shaka Zulu, man. You know, I'm, I have Nigerian, in my blood. So it's like when I hear Shaka Zulu, I go back to the old TV show, the miniseries. Man, and of course the guy Shaka Zulu himself.
So that's exactly where I got my name from. That's my real name, Shaka.
Oh, dope. So yeah,
everything. So I was named after Shaka Zulu, and my brother's name is Zaire Kinsasha, and then my other brother's name is Imajah Salim. So we all got African names. We were named by Africans. Our parents didn't even name us.
Have you ever seen the miniseries that came out?
Man, I seen all of it. Bro, the miniseries, the old ones, like I got the cassettes. Yeah. I got the 20s cassette. Yeah,
underrated, man.
How hard was it growing up with a name Shaka?
Man, African booty scratcher. Oh man, I was like the old school, like Blackston is getting it now. We back then, he wasn't even in America probably. So we took it on for all the African niggas. I hated that name, bro. I hated it. So I went by my middle name, Calvin. I was like Calvin.
Oh
Shaka Calvin?
Yeah, I went that route because I played sports too. I played college football, high school football, arena football, you know. So I went, you know, you always get called by your last name. So I stuck with that. I was like, never, Shaka, never.
Nah.
I don't even know what that is.
Hey, you
I
sound
ain't know nothing about it.
You sound like Love is Blind where the guy Kwame was trying to go by Brett. He's like, yeah, I'm Brett.
And keep it real, when Wakanda came out, we was up though.
Forever.
It was up.
Hey, everybody got,
I'm Shaka.
everybody got that shikis on. Like, oh yeah. Oh, y'all just now, you know?
Nah, really, Nature Boy made it like that for me. It was like, nigga, you could be, I could, oh, y'all making up shit.
Yeah.
I'ma really be this nigga. 2.0. I just took it to a whole nother
we
level.
going with superhero
Shaka Zulu
names.
2.0. I just embodied it at that point. It was like,
So let's get right to it, man. And of course, we're gonna get more of your backstory as we get through it. But I'm just curious. You know, we talk to each Carbonation member. We always want to know a backstory of what was their knowledge of carbonation before getting into it, and how did they get into it themselves.
Okay.
So what was your knowledge of carbonation prior to going into it, and then what made you want to even get involved with them?
okay, so prior to even going to Carbonation, we was all online. It was just a bunch of people online, just in different chat rooms, Instagram, arguing all the time, trying to figure out who the fuck everybody was. And Nature Boy had his little group, and I had Tribes. It was Tribe Echo at the time. It was a bunch of us, so we was always at it with them, like with the knowledge, or who got the best knowledge, or who got the best people, who got the best rap, who got the everything. So it was always competition with us, with me and Nature Boy and his whole camp. So it was like, let's come together on some shit at this point at some time. Like, nigga, when we gonna keep playing the games, let's come together and make something big, and let's do something real major, like, cause we got the attention of the people.
What did y'all call yourselves? Like a group?
A tribe. We had tribes. So everybody came up with, I mean, he told me to go start my own tribe. He was like, it was me and like 8 other niggas. He was like, y'all niggas got too much muscles. Y'all too handsome. Like, I'm gonna have to wrap all the women up like a mummy. He's like, I'm insecure. He told us that in this app called House Party. We all used to link up on House Party, and we blew House Party up. Then we went from House Party to Bigo. And we all on Bigo now, and we turned up on Bigo. Everybody, I'm getting 5 bands a month on Bigo, 6 bands.
Oh, damn.
A month on Bigo. Everybody, I'm the only nigga eating like that though. I'm trying to put Soular, Velvet, all them, like, I can get y'all 10 bands to come to Bigo right now. They all turned me down and went over there and did it for free. I was like,
Now,
what the
all right.
fuck? These niggas don't want no bread.
All right, so throughout our conversation, we're gonna be talking about money.
Oh,
we're
yeah.
also gonna be talking about like sex too. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So, and we might go in and out of like conversations like that. But I'm curious, these house parties that you was going to, and it was just tribes and y'all was linking up. Was like a lot of fucking going on or something?
No, because really it was like mostly an app. The app was called House Party.
okay,
The app was called
okay.
House Party.
Oh,
We
I'm
meet
about to
up
say,
on the
goddamn,
app. But no, we did. There was some parties.
Okay.
There was some
Yeah,
shit.
we linked up.
Yeah, I linked up a few times with him. Like, hey, nigga, you know, I just come through because he treated me like little bro. I came over there like, nigga, like, I don't want nobody. I can't live with nobody. I got my own shit.
Where you from at this time?
I'm from LA.
All right, so you
originally.
in LA at this time?
I'm in LA, but I'm all over. I'm everywhere because I'm real life street star. I'm really in the streets.
You actually in the streets.
Yeah. I'm really in that shit.
What was your hustle at first? What were you?
My main
tech
hustle.
or-
I used to, man.
Man, say, listen. If I tell you, I have to kill you.
Okay, so now I can talk about it because I don't do that shit no more. So it's
Okay.
cool. I can talk. I was in the trapping. I was trapping weed. We was trapping coke. We was trapping everything. We was in the scraping. Rob. I was part of Colton City Crips, Altadena Block Crips.
Oh, yeah,
Shit, I
yeah.
ran with everybody. We hang out with Nip. We was on tour with everybody. I was with Raz
So
Cass.
you-
All
so
them.
wait, so you kicked
I was
with
with
Nip?
Raz Cass. All them. I grew up with all them. Teacher Moses. Everybody
Oh,
lived
damn.
on my street.
So you
Scrap came over. I know Scrap all them. I knew them. I didn't hang out with all them before.
You kicked it
Me and
with
Scrap
them,
had the same
Nipsey
birthday
Hussle,
parties.
whatever?
Yeah, we do. I was on tour with Nipsey Hussle, Compton Menace, EXO with Black Wall Street.
yeah, y'all
I was
was
signed to Black Wall Street.
y'all was coming
I was
through.
signed with Black Wall Street in 2008, 2009.
As an artist?
Yeah.
Oh,
And then my cousin was there, so I was his manager too, road manager. We was on the first season of Love and Hip Hop
Damn.
in New York.
Oh, we go
Yeah,
back and
he-
see your foot. We go back and see you. or
Nah,
something?
I'm the manager on there. I'm the road manager for EXO. He's the artist.
Damn.
So he's Samaya Reese's boyfriend in the first episode of Love and Hip Hop.
Damn, that's crazy. Shout out to my Reese, man.
Yeah,
How much of that do they be putting on for the cameras?
all of it.
So that's all.
It's all cat, man. That was back then. That was like the first, like, all right, we're gonna take the publicity stunts to a whole nother level, and that was where Love and Hip Hop came from. To me, it was like we're gonna publicity stunt, but we're gonna do it with a purpose.
That's actually a throw pitch. Like, now it's crazy because both even Soular said he was really connecting the music game prior to going to Carbon, and it seemed like you was
I don't know about that because
Yeah,
I try to
he
fact
said-
check his resume and and I can't never come up with nothing, so I don't know about
he
all
said
that
some
he
names.
talking about. But I'm thorough. You can check my resume and everything. I started off with On Deck Records in Atlanta with Shop Boys was the first artist. They had
Damn,
Future. We had my cousins is they own On Deck Records, so I was over there writing songs with them. Party Like a Rock Star in 06. Party Like a Rock. I was over there with them that whole time. I had my daughters on me. We was all on tour. Everybody. It was.
Damn, bring up a whole
I've been
history.
doing this shit for a minute. And then I worked for BET for a while too, for like 3 years. And then I
Doing
worked for
what?
AMC. I was a grip. So I handled all the lights and all that shit. Then I went to electrician, and I'm on set. I'm getting bags in Atlanta. They moved me to Atlanta from LA. So I'm out there working on The Walking Dead for 2 years, you know what I'm saying? Like then I worked on the Let's Stay Together, the TV show, Screen Gems.
You got a real resume, bro.
Yeah, no, Adam Sandler movies, I done done it all. So I'm just like playing when I go to Carbonation, right?
How did you?
So I ended up having cancer. This is what happened. I found out I had cancer. I was an MMA fighter too. Pro. I went pro, and I had got hurt. I had got a back. I was having a lot of back pain, and I ended up going paralyzed. I couldn't walk for like 3 months. I had to start taking steroids. Then they couldn't figure it out. So then they did a biopsy, cut a hole in my back, put a camera up there, scraped it. They told me like 2 weeks later, oh, you got multiple melanoma in your spine. You got like 3 years because you were like stage 2 already. And I was like, that was yeah, they told me from there. They was like, most people who have multiple melanoma, if you look at it, I did all my research. I was like, nigga, I didn't know what to do. I'm still taking fights. I'm still acting like normal, but I can't walk though. And I'm not telling nobody either though, because I went through the same thing in college football. I dislocated my shoulder and I hid my injury from high school all the way up until I wouldn't get, they gonna lower your stock when they find out you hurt. So I didn't tell nobody. I'm at home going through it, trying to figure out what my next move is, you know what I'm saying? And I just said, I gotta get up off this couch first. Start taking steroids. Boom, I started boosting. I had them coming to my house shooting me up. Boom, I'm up. After that, I never sat down. I still ain't sit down to this day. But
What happened to the Yeah, so the steroids.
no. So the steroids, but I'm just saying, once I told myself, like once I got up from that point, like I'm never gonna stop moving, and I haven't stopped moving to this day, basically what I was saying. But the steroids was, once I started moving, I started like researching like natural and organic, because they put me on chemo pills first. I started losing my hair in the front and shit, and I'm like, nigga, this ain't it. I'm getting worse. Like, I feel worse. I feel like 10 times worse taking the pills than I was. So I was like, it's gotta be another way. Then that's when I started hearing about the Dr. Shabbies and all that shit. None of this 2017. I didn't even know nothing too much about being a vegan, none of that shit. So I was just like, I was in the streets all the time. Nigga, we eat fast food every day on the go when you're on tour, when you're doing all types of shit, and you just working constantly. I was a single parent too, mind you, at this time. I had 2 girls and it was just me. During all this time, from 2010 to 2017, I was a single parent with 2 girls, a 6-year-old and a 3-year-old. So I was trying to figure all this shit out at the same time. And the only job I could really have was hustling, because it gave me the opportunity to stop when I wanted to be able to go do what I needed to do for them and to get back, you know what I'm saying? So the cancer shit, man, I ended up in Mexico, going to a treatment center in Mexico, and me and my wife went together. We went out there, we went on a fruitarian fast. Basically, I fasted for 1.5 years. I only ate fruits, and I only drank coconut water. And that was it, limes, coconut water, mix that shit every day. We in the beach every day, and we sunbathing for like 18, 19 hours a day. I would just sit there, nigga, sometimes naked, just all day on the beach, and just sit there in the sun, because in Mexico, it's hot all year round.
Wait, so that beat it?
Yeah.
Wait, so
1.5 years of doing that, of no eating no meats, no dairy products, no nothing, nothing, bro. It was just straight fruits and juices. That was it.
Shit.
Just fruit. I was eating only fruits, no vegetables, nothing, just straight fruits, mangoes, coconut water, the coconut jelly every day was breakfast, you know what I'm saying? Maybe I might go get some beans and rice, after the first year, I started going to the beans and rice. Yeah. But before that, the whole year, straight fruits and vegetables. My wife was on, I ended up being I started off like 180, I got down to like 130, 131. I was really skinny, I got pictures and everything, it's crazy. But I never really told my family or none of that. I just kind of I met my wife on the journey, and we just kind of stayed on the journey. And so then when I was in Mexico, I ran into Nature Boy at the store. Me and my wife was there, I was getting her wraps. So she could wear the wrap, we had the store, and I'm like, damn, they look like them niggas right there. And so I yelled at him like, aye, it was a nigga named Rambo that was there at the time. And he looked and he was like, yo, he threw up his hand. I'm like, we all been talking on the internet, but we never met before until this point. So while I'm out here healing and doing my thing, I run into these niggas. So then they take me to the van. They like, look, everybody in the car, Nature Boy, Velvet, all. And I'm like, damn, on TV, They look healthier than the motherfucker. But when I ran it, they was frail, skinny. I'm like, nigga. He's like, y'all want to come kick? I'm like, nope. And then my nigga was like, yeah, I'm hungry. I'm like, nigga, no, you ain't. Nigga, what you talking about? Nigga, we out here eating. Nigga, go. He was like, man, look, y'all come over here. Because the lady had gave me an acre of land out there. And she just had us helping with her farm. And she was like, y'all can do whatever you want. I mean, it had pineapple on it. It had sour sap. It had papaya. It had everything growing on it. So it was just like, and we had our tents and shit. We had them big ass Cabela tents back then. Them motherfuckers was like houses. You can put, it was like 8 people could fit in one of them bitches. And it's just me and my wife. And it was a bunch of us though. It was like 5 other people. Boomy, his wife, and another girl. My wife was pregnant at the time, and Boomy's wife was pregnant when we went too on this journey. So we out in Mexico just thugging it. I think I might have took $500 with me too. I didn't know when I was gonna come back and when I wasn't gonna come. I just took $500 with me, and I was supporting other niggas with that $500 too. $500 go far in Mexico, nigga. That $500 lasted me about 4 months. No, for real. And the part we was into is really poor, so it was like, nigga, the money go along with $20 is 400 pesos, nigga. Over there, you good. Get you a hotel for 2-3 nights for 5, nigga. You ball out there. So I ended up getting a house and everything out there though. Opened up the vegan restaurant out there. I still got all that to this day. Wow. But yeah, the cancer, I beat the cancer just being in the sun and just eating and just changing up my diet and my mindset.
How did the fruit feel like all day? Like just eating that
Man, it was horrible at first, bro, because it was like, I was so used to being around people, but that's why I had to leave the United States. And I had to go somewhere where I'm not around people, going around the same people, had the same mindset, eating the same, because everybody like, you crazy, you need to eat meat. And I'm like, bro, you tripping. I didn't already ate meat for 20 years, bro. I'm not about to keep eating meat and telling me I'm gonna get the same result. No, I'm gonna try something different. I'm gonna wash myself clean, at least get a fresh start. So I did that, then I did urine therapy too. Urine therapy is when you basically drink your own urine. You drink your own urine, and basically I cycled it. So basically every time I had to pee, I just get a cup and I'm just.
Wait. Hey, no, it's the noise for me. But real quick. Wait, did you know about urine therapy?
Yes. I did my research.
So you researched urine therapy?
Yeah, and I had somebody show me who was doing it already. I went in Mexico, and they showed me what exactly.
What does it do?
It's supposed to help with the resetting of your body. So I did it. I was desperate. You know what I'm saying? I was willing to try anything except chemicals. Anything that was more natural and organic. I'm like.
Were you prepared to die?
No, I wasn't. I felt like I had so much more to do.
Okay.
I felt like I had so much more to accomplish. So I felt like, nigga, I'm about to get it all done as fast as I can.
Man, I ain't gonna lie, because it sounds like when we think about like, you know, when you think about what you did, you're prepared to die if you don't go get chemotherapy. Like, if this don't work, then I'm gonna die anyway. But you wanted to live
on my own terms.
On your own terms.
Yeah, I wanted to be able to be like, I faced this myself without having to just go get some help from somebody that don't even know me. I feel like doctors don't know me, don't spend enough time with me to know all the things I'm going through. So how can they actually tell me in a 30-minute synopsis of how I'm functioning when I didn't been spending time, like 30 years fucking this body up? You see what I'm saying? So I had to put all that in perspective in like days.
But when they told you had 3 years to live, what was the first thing that came to your mind? Like,
it's over. Nigga, it's over. I broke down. Bro, I was going through mental. I was like, I'm about to just end it, bro. Like, I was about to just go pull the trigger.
Was there anything that you were doing to your body that you felt, hey, this is probably why I got cancer?
I played sports my whole life, so I felt like the gods is against me right now, to be real. I already went through playing ball, almost made it to the NFL just off of the strength of it, a little nigga, you know what I'm saying? So I felt like the gods was against me. Like, nigga, I must have fucked too many bitches or did somebody wrong at the wrong time.
That's what I'm about to ask. At the time of finding that information out, how many kids did you have at that time?
I got 8 total. So I had
8 total.
I was about halfway there. I was about 4.
4 in.
Yeah.
So you said I'm gonna get some more because
I'm short. Yeah, and then after that I got into the polygamous thing and I found out about all that in 2018. And then I have 4 wives, and I got babies by all of them. I got twins by one, and the other 2 I got babies by 2. So, yeah.
Why does everybody go to Mexico?
That's where the real food is at. You can get it grown there cheap. Not only cheap, but it's in abundance there. That's where it comes from.
A lot of black people, they migrate to Mexico. Is it, like, I know it's cheap, but is it like an abundance of land to live on, or something? Like,
Nah, but you can live how you want to live. If you have $50,000, you're a millionaire over there. I ain't never been a millionaire nowhere, so I'm like, let me go see what it's like over there, and it's fun. You can do whatever you want to do over there.
Hey, check this out. Real life street stars make me out the mansion.
Hey, look, I'm trying to tell you.
Hey,
I was doing everything I ever wanted to do, like yachts, boat party. I mean, there ain't nothing I didn't do over there. Like I did everything. I'm still finding new shit to do over there. Like, there's so much shit over there to do. They got all them cenotes, underground tunnels and caves and shit. Man, they got, you can get you a yacht for the whole day for like $200-300. What? Yes.
Nah, we hit that
Get you a private chef and all that. You get your laundry done for $6. All of it, sock drop. I mean, pounds of laundry. You can, all my kids, me and all my kids' laundry, we paying $7 a day.
So you paint it like it's a utopia, but
Nigga.
what about the bad shit?
What about the Cartel?
Okay,
Yeah, what about the Cartel?
listen, I went over there with no passport. Let me tell y'all
Yeah,
that.
how'd you get over
I didn't
there?
even have a passport, so I drove there. I drove all the way from LA, then I went to Texas. I came through right here in Texas, DFW. That's why I'm here now, because it's the easiest route to get there.
No
if anything
passport.
go bad, I'm out of here. First thing I do, because I think about it like this. Everybody else got a home they can go to. The Japanese go to Japan. Chinese go to China. The Africans, where the African Americans gonna go if shit get bad for us? We stuck. We the only niggas stuck here. I can't be that. I can't have that. Like my movie don't stop with we can't.
Yeah.
We gonna go to jail or we gonna do this.
Like that.
We gonna do this and no, I don't think like my operation is if shit get bad here, I gotta have somewhere to go too. Cause everybody got somewhere to go. So I created my own place to go. I'm like, fuck it, I'm gonna go to the closest and the safest place right now. I did my research. It was Mexico. And my dollar go a long way there. You talking about sometimes $20 to one. Send me somewhere else. I'm going to Philippines, it's 53 to 1. I'm going over there next, then I'm going to Thailand, it's like 38. Yeah, I'm there. Listen, I'm there. And I'm opening up shit there though, because listen, in my shop in Mexico, I pay $250 a month, but I average about $7,000 to $9,000 a month. Do the math.
In pesos or US?
In US dollars. But I get paid in pesos. I do my numbers in pesos. So I had to learn how to do business in Mexico without speaking the language. I had to learn the language. I had to get up with lawyers who spoke English and Spanish. And then I linked up with some Nigerians, the Nukulos. And we opened up Nukulo House Coffee first before I even opened up my shit. I opened up that with them, and it was a barbershop / massage place, coffee shop. And then we had co-working spaces where we rented out booths for the people who wanted this. And we had it all in one. We had the biggest spot in Mexico right by the beach. We like walking distance from the beach. And then my Zulu's vegan spot is like a block from there. And so I was into taking over shit. I'm like, nigga, we need ownership of everything. If we could come here and own shit, why not be here? We can't do this for a fraction of that price in America.
That's crazy, bro.
For a fraction of that price in America. Yeah, so I'm like, nigga, I just created the dope game all over again for myself, and I'm having fun all over again now. Because I'm able to set up legal trap houses everywhere now.
Well, how do you avoid dealing with like the cartel?
My lawyers.
Right.
I got it with people who knew and understood business out there, and I seen how the Jamaicans was doing business there. I seen how the Brazilians is doing business, the Armenians is doing business. I said, we got to do business here too. So I linked up with all the black owners, and I had business when I took them out to eat. Me and my partners, we were just taking everybody out to eat and doing business, and we were getting 10% over here on Friday nights, 10% of their total sales over here on Friday nights, because we would just send our people to the events. All the black expats that come in there, I linked up with all of them because I'm a vegan chef too, so I'm already networking with them. I created a show called Two Chefs, One Kitchen in Cancun with an Asian lady. And me and her doing $350 a night just for the tourists coming in. We get booking all their events, all their shit, and feeding them. It was a movie.
So, do you have any Latino children?
Not yet, no. I had a girlfriend though that's Mexican. My wife let me have a Mexican girlfriend. That's fire.
Did you start thinking like a Mexican, like being
What?
over there for so long?
Hell yeah, I started thinking like, we gotta get the money from America. We gotta bring it over here. And I'm teaching them niggas that shit. They like, we know.
Whenever tourists
We
come
know.
in, you saw tourists as a lick, like, ooh.
Hell
that's-
yeah,
ooh, that's
hell
a
yeah.
lick.
Nigga, I was on everything. I used my car too. I was shuttling niggas back and forth to the airport. $50 a shuttle. Man, that's balling.
Oh, so you was rooting for Garcia last night?
Nigga, yes. Yes. I'm all that. I'm out there trying to get, I'm like, nigga, America ain't letting us do it. They let us do it. I'm here. This is what I came, I thought that's what the whole carbonation movement was about. That's why I went there and fuck with them niggas. Cause I'm like, these niggas is out here saying, fuck the system, let's get this bag. And then they wasn't really on no bag though. I'm like out there, I'm like, nigga, I'm not about to keep giving y'all niggas the bag. God damn.
Man, nah, they transportation system is they don't even charge. They just charge you by people. No matter where you gotta go.
No, it's about it's about 10 cents to get across town, and you just jump from bus to bus, 10 cents, 10 cents, 10 cents, 10 cents, 10 cents.
Because when I went to Cancun, it was like they was just like it's $5, $60.
Yeah.
$60.
They did. Yeah.
Wait. So does Mexico have like strip clubs out there?
Yes.
So wait.
They got everything. We got Home Depot. They got Sam's Club. They got Costco. They got it all.
Do they treat the same like make it rain pesos? Like, do they make it?
No, they do, with the pesos, but they got the dollar peso. They got the bill pesos. They got a $500 bill, $100 bill, $20 bill, $50 bill.
Yeah, we gotta go to Mexico.
Yeah. And then
Let me get this right.
the banking thing, like you got to make sure you got your banking right though, because you can't open no accounts over there though. That's the only thing. So everything I do with cash. Like even when I do the Uber Eats, I set it up to where the drivers pay me first. And then they take the food and get the money from the people. So I get paid before they even see the food or anything.
So the cartel's not extorting niggas out there, basically.
No, the cartel is the government.
Oh, shit.
What the fuck you mean? When you got to sign all these papers and they can shut you down whenever they get ready, that's the cartel. Because they know the young niggas gonna come up and nobody nothing telling you got to pay yours. What? Like they stopped making guns when they got theirs? Like, nah, nigga, we'd be all out in here. So I come prepared.
I'm gonna call the police. I'm gonna tell authorities. They say you start like,
Yeah.
You gonna tell who?
See, the police is the
you gonna tell
cartel.
us?
There you go. The police is the cartel there. Because they can stop, if you got weed on you, they gonna extort you for everything in your pockets.
Damn.
They gonna take your jewelry, they gonna come for it all. They gonna be like, give me that now. Or she going to jail. I'd be like, nigga, let's go. I done been to jail out there too. I done got out, paid my way out of jail, everything. I done done it all out there. I'm telling you, they done took my whip, everything. They ain't got accidents. I done got paid for accidents and my car's registered in California. I called my insurance. Hey, we got hit in Mexico. Niggas, run me the bag, same day.
Same day. Nigga.
Same day I got my car fixed, same day.
Oh man, that just opens up Pandora's box as far as Mexico. But we gotta ask. So you jump in the van.
Yeah, I jump in the van.
With Nature Boy, Velvet.
The whole crew. We go. They take us to the house, man, and it's.
How was that? Because you already knew kind of what they were online, and you finally ran into them, and now you.
I had a talk with him before we went in the gate. I had a talk with him. I said, bro, I'm not into I'm just here visiting. He already said it, like, this is just a visit. Like, I'm not trying to join nothing. I ain't trying to be a part of nothing. Before we walked the door, he was like, bet, we're gonna be bros. You're gonna be like my little bro, and you can come here and do whatever.
What year was this? Around what year was this?
18, 2018. It's 2018, so I get there and he treat me like bro. He like, nigga, you need something, you need, because at that time they was banned up. All right. They had bands, so they didn't really need nobody money at that time. He had 300,000, then they got another 50 from Tron. Tron get a trust fund check every 3 or 4 years.
Trust fund? About what?
He get it for the rest of his life though. And he about to get one this month.
He's still getting that money.
No, he is.
Oh, you know
he about to get 35,000 or 50,000 or something like that this month.
Deposited every guy.
Yeah. I fucks with Tron, my nigga.
Yeah.
Shout out to Tron. Hit me when you get it.
So wait. So all right. So you're with your wife.
Yes.
But you know what this is, where like Nature Boy.
And my wife we just found out she was pregnant the first time, the day we left to go to Mexico too.
Oh, well, damn, that's dope.
With baby Shaka. That was when baby Shaka, we found out the day we left, like, damn, we pregnant, what we gonna do?
Were you living like polygamous at the time?
No, I didn't even know nothing about it.
You and your wife?
I still didn't know nothing about it this time.
Okay. But Nature Boy was already on that, I'm assuming.
Yeah, he was.
So does he like look at you, but also look at your wife? Like, hey.
Nah. I was the only person that ever came with a person with him, like with a spouse with him. I came with my wife. Everybody else met there.
Met there's there.
They met there and they became that there.
So what was the rules of carbonation then? Like, what was the rules like as far as even in that world? Like, hey, we're all gonna share each other.
Nah, it was mostly like you're supposed to respect your brother. It was the code was you don't look at your brother's girl like y'all. Like, nigga, you don't take on your brother. You're supposed to be your brother's keeper, basically. I am my brother's keeper. You don't look at your brother's girl like he don't look at your girl. It was supposed to be respect like that.
Okay. So was drugs, alcohol always prevalent?
Man, the first night we turned up, they bought out the wine, everything. We got some vegan wine too. It was lit.
Oh yeah, nah.
Yeah, the vegan wine is stronger than the regular shit.
Nah, because y'all hungry.
I never was hungry out there.
It must be something must be going on. But all right, so y'all turned up first night.
First night. So we about to take it down, right? So before you take it down, take it down like before everybody go to bed. Before we go to bed, we have a meeting to make sure everybody cool. And anybody got problems with anybody. So they asked me like, why you here? And I'm like,
shit.
And it's all of us, everybody, all 27 people in the house.
Okay, 26.
It's all 27 people, and it's mostly niggas. It's like 14, 15 niggas in this time, and it's like the rest is females. And they like, I'm like, nigga, I'm here, nigga, because I'm here, right? And they like, nah, you here because you saying he your massage. I'm like, nah.
Oh, they want you to say this.
Yeah, so I'm going at it like, nigga, you got me all the way fucked up. If that's what you want me to say, nigga, never. So they surrounded me like, woof. And I'm like, oh, that's nigga, I'm with this. I'm MMA, I'm with this shit. Like, nigga, I thought they was really about that. So I'm like, nigga, he like, no, wait. Mason Boy, he like, I read his chart.
Oh,
he ain't about that life.
Back to the chart.
He chill. He don't mean no harm. He come and be.
So wait, so everyone just read each other's charts or something when they get
Man,
there?
I don't know how this nigga had my chart before I got there, because the nigga paid for my shit. He paid for me to get my shit. He was like, nah, nigga, I already have it, so you get it. The nigga was studying me before I got there.
They thorough, yeah.
Yeah, and online, we would always talk about astrology and shit. That's how we all connected through that shit. So it was like the nigga knew everybody's shit ahead of time.
So wait, paint a picture. This is like y'all living in a house, a mansion.
We in a house in Mexico, but I mean, you got a pool in the back. This has got coconut. It got every fruit tree you could think of on this property. Avocados like this goddamn big. I'm talking about everything. So it's just like an oasis, and it's just a big ass property. And then the house has got like 4 bedrooms in it, but everybody else got their own tents. And you decorate your tent however you want. Nigga, you put niggas got Xboxes, PlayStation, niggas is in there. Nature Boy's tent was the flyest shit. You know, that nigga had 5 women in that motherfucker, decorated that motherfucker. And he was connected motherfucking tent, so he had like, nigga, that nigga had him a whole shit. The nigga shit was plush to the motherfucker. Made you want to be there longer, you know what I'm saying? The nigga painted the perfect picture, you know? This is it, nigga, we here having it, goddamn it. But yeah.
What exactly is a chart?
Okay, so it's your birth chart. Basically, it gives you your sun, your moon, your Mercury. It gives you every placement of how you came in from the day you're born to now. And it tells you basically like how the stars was aligned when you came into this astral plane.
Do you really think he had the ability to read that chart and understand you as a person?
To an extent, yeah, to an extent, definitely. Because if you read the chart, you can learn a lot about yourself. So if you read it, if you utilize that, it can become a tool for you to understand every energy that you come in contact with and how they operate on a basic level. So it's a cheat code for me. Because every time I see a female now, I'm like, what's her sun sign?
So what you're saying
what's
is
her moon?
In a relationship, even people who don't believe in charts or don't know about the chart, you suggest that people who get with other couples, they should find out about that chart.
Do at least do a compatibility chart to see how you guys are compatible and how you guys are going to function when y'all connect to each other. At least do that, because then you get to see the dynamics of how y'all going to have to work, the work y'all going to have to put in, because a relationship is work. You got to put that work in. Without the work, nigga, it's just, nigga, you just playing.
Why were there so many men?
I mean, it's hard for females to just drop everything they got to go, to go into a whole nother country, to leave everything, their families, all that. Even though those ones did, that's what I respect them females to a certain degree, because they was willing to do all that to see if that shit was real or not. So that's another reason why I respected all of them on that level. Like, nigga, they was like me. Like, nigga, if they something was going on in their life and their situation to where they was like, fuck everything I got going on, I'm about to go see what this is about.
The reason I asked is because I'm almost positive that a couple of those men had like children they raised or jobs or people that they would
I'm sure they did. But it's a lot easier when you ain't got access to that kid to just walk away. A lot of them didn't have access to their kids probably.
Do you feel like when you see like 14 men there, do you feel like they're there to get enlightenment, or they're there for the poontang?
I don't think none of them really was sexually active like that. None of those men like that. I think they was all young-minded still, and they were still trying to find themselves. And they seen like-minded people that were on a journey, and they were trying to find themselves too. So that's what brought us all together, was everybody was like-minded, wanted to be the best version of self.
So I'm curious, and this is gonna sideways a little bit.
No, you good.
When you look at something like Jamestown, where you know the story with Jamestown,
right,
as far as back in the 70s, they drank the Kool-Aid.
Mm-hmm.
Do you, like with our people, with our culture, it was a lot of us that was part of Jamestown mass suicide, whatever. Do you feel like black people be looking for answers in just wrong places because we just don't have knowledge of self?
I think we don't have enough outlets, definitely. I think that like a lot of kids do this, what they did. A lot of people are doing it. They just had the light on them because Nature Boy put the light on them. He forced that light on them, a lot of them.
So what were your thoughts on Nature Boy when you first met him in the physical? Like seeing him in person, in front of him, getting his vibe?
The internet made him into a superstar.
Oh, wow.
They made him in it because he wasn't that.
You saw some man.
I just saw a bro. I just saw bro.
Bro. Yeah, okay.
He reminded me of one of my bros. I got older brothers too, bro.
So you
cut the shit, bro.
He said cut the shit, bro.
I tell him, bro, this ain't it, bro. I had to sit, bro, this ain't it, bro. What the fuck is we doing? But a lot of times I'm like, bet, because they young-minded, so they ain't had no experience, so let them get some experience. One thing about me, my wife is 26 now. When I met her, she was 23. No, I'm sorry, she was 21 when I met her. We've been together for 6 years now. So, but when I had to learn not to get in her way of her experiences. So I had to learn, like, even though I went through shit, that don't mean that she don't need to go through it in order for her to get the lessons that she needs to get to, or to even be on my level. She got to go through that, so I got to get out the way. I got to let her process the way she processed, and she got to go through that. So I got to sit back a lot of times in a relationship and allow things to happen, even though I know what the outcome gonna be. You know what I'm saying? I still got to let her go through it. So that's a lot of times that I didn't see him doing that with the people. He was more so directing, don't, we not gonna do this because I know this and that. You know, and that's getting in the way of everybody else's experience. So that's one thing I never do, is getting in nobody's way.
Did you ever see Nature Boy as the Messiah?
Never. No.
Where did that come from?
That came later. That came with the carbonation. See, first it was Melanation.
Okay.
It was a different group of people,
wow.
and they came for a different reason.
Got you.
Then the younger people started coming. That's when it changed, because he seen like these niggas ain't really about it like the first group was. So that's when his mentality changed. Well, damn, nigga, I gotta do something different because I can't control these people. How the fuck am I gonna get them to listen and show them on the internet that I got control? So he had to treat them like kids. Oh, you wanna act up? You wanna go on timeout? Get in the corner.
Yeah.
Get in the corner.
So what was that about? Because
that didn't happen till after I left. None of that shit was going on when I was there at all. It was. Oh, I see it. I said, whoa, nigga. I said, bro, y'all got us looking bad out here.
So let's go and jump in there now. All right, so there's, we see footage, Carbonation, where Nature Boy is telling women to slap women.
Yeah.
What is that about as far as just to show control? Is that strictly for YouTube or for video?
I think
or
it's
like
both.
That? Is it like that when the cameras aren't on?
I think it's both. Mostly for the internet, but it's something going on between those girls behind the scenes that they can't work it out, so he gonna utilize the energy behind them and fuel it to the internet at the same time to double capitalize. We're gonna get this issue solved and we're gonna get this shit done on the internet, and everybody's a double win for him.
So for the rules, what were the rules that were set?
I never seen like no rule book or nothing,
Okay.
nigga. It was just kind of like niggas kept making up shit as we went.
Oh,
To be real.
New rules. No one eat them goddamn coconuts.
Yeah, it was like that, I'm telling you. And I'd be sitting here like, nigga, what? I can't get no stability in this shit. And I ain't even been here that long, nigga.
So what was the mission statement of Melanation? What was the difference?
It was a lot of people coming for healing. It was a lot of these people, a lot of these people first came because they had issues. I think Nature Boy had issues too, and he just didn't put it out there at first.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Sexual issues. They got sexual STDs, or I don't know. They were saying he had AIDS, a lot of that shit. So I heard the shit, but nobody ever addressed it. So I asked him. He, of course, he gonna tell me what he tell everybody else. Nah. So, but you don't never know.
But the way he was moving, you felt like there's some underlying issues here.
No, because you would have seen like health, nigga, you would have seen that when you was there. Like I was there, I'm living with all these people. Like the only people that I seen with health, I didn't see none of the men with health issues. I knew they had it because I knew what they was going through, but you didn't see it physically though. It didn't show, but in the women, it showed because they had smells. Women can't hide that shit that long like that. A man, you might be leaking, nigga, you might be going to and keep it moving, and not say nothing and still go about your life. But the women, they get to start smelling, and that's how I know, like, hey, something ain't right.
So wait, so you took the natural approach, and they took the natural approach. Did you see anybody get healed?
I didn't see
process?
them do none of that healing
okay.
shit. Because when I got there, they were still eating out the grocery store. I wasn't used to that. I wasn't used to going to the grocery store and getting nothing. I go to the fruteria, where the Mexicans, they getting it right out. They farmers, basically.
Yeah, basically.
They got farmers markets out there where you can go get it, where they cut it off the tree. It still got the arms on it, the branches. You can tell this is fresh.
So,
and it spoils in like days too.
You
gotta eat it now. So you can't really have, in Mexico, you can't really have a lot of food like we store food like that.
Yeah, there's no refrigeration.
We got refrigerators and all, but the heat out there, it's like the humidity, it spoils food fast, and it's organic food. So you gotta remember, ain't no type of chemicals in none of their food in Mexico. Not even in the meat. They can't afford it, and it's against the law. Because a lot of the poisons, the chemicals that they put in the food here in America, it's fucking you up. That's causing the diabetes. It's causing and they're using all the white flours, the white sugars that are stripped of all its nutrients and minerals. And so you have to learn the technologies of the body. In order to fully understand how to be a whole being, you got to eat whole foods. And everything that's not a whole food is still taken away from you in some aspect.
That's real.
So it's killing you in some aspect if you're not eating the whole food. And I'm like, damn, nigga, knowing all this shit and figuring out all this shit on this journey, nigga, you like, what the fuck do we do?
Nah, that's real. That's real. That's a whole nother.
I got that going on. I got the cancer shit going on still. I got a new baby coming, nigga. I'm out here like, nigga, I got to do something.
So wait, how much time were you out there from, just so we can get it?
The first time I was out in Mexico for a whole year and a half, but I was only there with them for 5 days. I still had a crew of people that I had. This is how I left though. Yeah, I was with Carbonation for 5 days the first time. Them 5 days, they voted my wife out. And they voted another group member that I had with me out.
Like voted like y'all ain't.
They had one day they woke up and they was like, hey, we gotta vote. And I'm like, what the fuck?
Damn.
And then they was like, you can stay, but she gotta go, he gotta go. I'm like,
Why
hold
did you
up.
get your wife out? What the?
She was pregnant and they was like, they read her chart. They like, you're not acting like your chart say. And I'm like, nigga, we're not gonna factor in your hormones and all that. Like, we're not gonna factor that shit. They like, nah, she ain't acting right, she gotta go. Her energy ain't matching ours, she gotta go. I'm like, bet, well shit, I gotta go too then. They like, nah, they begging me and it's weird. They was begging me to stay. And then dude did some homo shit. He came up to me one day, we was in the studio, and he was like, you got some nice lips. And he just sat there and like,
wait, another.
He said that Nature Boy did me like that. Like, nigga, you got nice lips. And he came and sat by me in the studio.
Nature Boy did that. Damn, so wait.
Yeah, so at that, I'm like, I'm out. I'm out, my nigga. It's my 5-day visit is up. After 5 days, my visit is up. Yeah, we all arguing, nigga. At this point, we all arguing. I'm like, nigga, y'all got me all the way fucked. I don't know who y'all niggas is. I don't even know half of y'all niggas. But this ain't it for me, nigga. I can do this shit by myself. This is play school, because they act and they wake up every day. He make them set the cameras up. He make them get dressed. He make them do it all. It was a show. He was like an executive producer over there.
Let's stay on the nice lips for a second. So I seen Nature Boy is a very interesting character, and so is Soular. As I talked to him, I felt a great admiration for Nature Boy.
As you talk to Soular?
As I talked to Soular, almost to the point to where it was sexual. Had they interacted in that realm, do you know of? Or was that what was going on? Was that part of the...
No, hell no, that was not part of that. I never seen no homosexual shit going on. I seen the females and all that shit getting passed around. I never seen none of that shit, but they did have that video out though that dropped with Marcellus, and I seen that shit, because niggas sent that shit out. That's the dude, that's the tranny that was in the video. Or no, they, or it, I don't know the pronouns, so if I get it wrong, my bad, y'all.
The transsexual.
There you go.
Transgender.
There's an actual video now.
There was on OnlyFans. You had to go pay like $5. Somebody paid it and screen recorded it and sent it to me. And I was like, what the fuck is this?
Did they really run a train on the
Yeah, hell yeah, they did. I said, what the hell is this?
Hold on. Wait. This question was, did they really run a train on the train?
Yes, they really ran.
That's a tongue twister like a motherfucker.
Literally. Bro, I don't know. I said, what the fuck kind of shit is this?
I also seen a lot of videos of them, multiple men. They were actually just having relations with porn stars, like on Pornhub.
Who, them?
Yeah.
You seen them?
Yeah, it was like
5 of them. I didn't see that shit.
It was like 5
nigga,
of them.
y'all just open Pandora's box. I'm like, yeah.
No, it was like 5
because I just heard some shit about one of my homies that was in my tribe that went over there with us. And they was like, nigga, his girl hit me. She didn't have no bread. They broke up in Mexico. So she like, I need somewhere to stay. So I let her stay in my Zulu's vegan cooking shop. I had just came back to the States about 6 months ago. This nigga named Boomy and his wife, they break up. He go to the States, she stay in Mexico. She's sleeping on the floor in my shop, her and her 2 kids. And she pregnant with his 3rd kid. She like, nigga, this nigga, I left Carbonation because I seen this nigga riding Nature Boy's dick. I said, whoa. Then she was trying to tell me like, yeah, he was trying to talk me into having anal sex and shit. And I'm like, I've been taking care of this nigga for like 4 years. This nigga live with me in North Carolina everywhere I go, every travel. I always make sure that nigga, so I didn't even know this, but he did turn on me though when he went there. That nigga was all Nature Boy gun ho, and that nigga was out there bowing down at my nigga feet, giving him his shit and shit. I'm like, bro, I come in the room like, bro, what the fuck is we doing? You know, I'm like, is this what we got to, nigga? No, this was in LA now. We in LA at this time. This is when they got kicked out of Hawaii when this shit is going down. When they go ahead.
So real quick, the transgender, they have a name, Marcellus?
Marcellus, yeah.
Marcellus. This was a person that had already been there.
No, this is just some shit that they just sprouted up on the internet one day. You know, they just pop up on some, gotcha.
Because the video that I saw, it literally said, porn star has sex with carbonation. And like 4 dudes walked in.
And it was on the wall. That wasn't no girl. That's the same video we talking about. Yeah, I seen Solar, I seen Musa, I seen Jax, and then I seen Nature Boy. Cause I seen Nature Boy was hitting the nigga in the face. I said, all right, I'm good.
Damn. So wait. So was this, from your perspective, a normal thing?
No, hell no. This is wild to me.
I mean, like running a group sex.
No, this is wild to me.
So like after everyone go to sleep, it's not like, hey, y'all come to my tent.
Well, okay, so peg it like this. It's like sometimes all the couples be in one room. So when you got a bunch of couples in a room, of course niggas is fucking.
Yeah.
I've seen all them fucking, everybody in the fucking, we all coupled up. But it ain't no group shit like everybody niggas just a free for all. Hell no, it was respect your codes.
Yeah, basically some regular swing shit.
Nigga, it was like being in summer camp with the homies. I'm gonna be real.
Yeah.
Nigga, it was like being in a school, like a Christian camp or something. Like I felt like I was in one of them again.
So what were your thoughts when you see a video like that to where
Bro, I was flabbergasted. I was like, this shit getting out of hand.
Damn.
This shit wild. I'm like, nigga, I would have never.
Do you think there's wilder shit that has not been seen that happened?
No. Hell no. They would have put it out, nigga. It don't, nigga. That's like being in the boule, nigga. You just entered the boule, nigga. You in the Illuminati.
That's enough. Nah, so also there's a videotape of like Velvet out there as well. And one of the other, I guess, wives or whatever. So
there's a lot of videos of Velvet.
Yeah, I don't know.
Velvet liked the videos.
Oh, okay. So
yeah,
my question is, as far as you said it was there was a production team, like cameras.
Everybody had a position. That's the one thing I liked about it. It was structured and organized to the T. That's why they have so many videos out to this day that are still circulating, because
so
that was his thing. His whole mission was to put enough information on the internet so he could never be erased. And once you understand the algorithm, that shit never comes off the internet, then you're gonna flood it.
I get it.
And then you got 20 people putting out content at one time. You fucking the algorithms up every single day.
So I thought it was for money. Like,
it wasn't about
like
money.
OnlyFans.
It was about being the black messiah. And every time you look up Nature Boy, you see the black messiah. Nigga, it was about that for him.
Damn. Okay.
But then he fucked his face card up. And so that when I came there, it was like pass the baton.
Yeah.
Let a new face do it. It ain't this old tarnished. And let's, you know what I'm saying? That's how it was for me. Like a business move. Like, nigga, let's take it and let's fuck everybody head up again on a whole different way. Though.
So I'm curious. I had mentioned rules earlier. Like you said, rules will change every day. But there still is punishment. You mentioned going into a corner. Like
he started doing that shit, yeah.
So what was some other punishments that maybe not, you didn't witness, but maybe you saw online on a video? Like what were some things? Cause I seen like,
okay, so when I was there, I seen niggas, he just had started the corner shit. Like get in the corner, telling niggas to get in the corner. He told the females, I had get in the corner. He made her stand in the corner for like 2 hours one day.
So it was females and dudes.
Yeah, it wasn't just, no, it was whoever was having a problem, he couldn't control them, nigga, he gonna figure out a way to discipline you.
So y'all would walk by and see a person in the corner just like, yeah, damn.
Nigga, that nigga fucked up. Nigga, or he'd be like, that nigga ain't eating because that nigga out of line. That nigga.
So without food.
Because niggas be doing goofy shit and niggas, like, there's certain order, like, you're supposed to eat. If a nigga get out of line and go eat before the women or something, nigga, he like, how do I discipline a grown ass man?
That's true.
So he was coming up with creative ways.
So how come nobody just like shadow boxing or whooping somebody's ass? Just like
they did that too. They had that going on.
Work, gladiator shit.
That shit didn't work. But you seen what happened with the women? That shit didn't work. The niggas gonna just fall out and they gonna fuck up the whole mission.
Yeah, that's true.
So it was more so let's keep them. And the men didn't really have that many issues. It was more so the women. Them women was fucking evil over there, bro.
Damn, what
they was over there.
Like,
bro, I don't know, but one day we was in Vegas, we was all lit, we was all fucked up off tequila and everything, nigga, weed, everything, and niggas just started going in their feelings. And this is the first time I seen the men fight. Like niggas was really like in their feelings. Like old boy, Loyal was like, I don't like the way you be talking to your girl. He said this shit the truth and just snapped on that nigga and punched him, wow, in front of everybody. We like, damn, it's going down. We lit, you know, we lit, so we all in the aisle, like, and we like, fuck it. They just were like, let's take it outside, nigga. We go outside and we circle up outside, nigga. We in Vegas, like in where the fuck we at? Like Boulder Creek area.
Oh damn.
We over there in the hood, nigga. But we in a big ass house though, big ass house. So we go to the front yard. It's all rocks and shit, nigga. And we circle up, nigga. Niggas is out there chunking. They chunking them, nigga. Rounds. We breaking it up. Blah, blah, blah. And then it started like, oh, niggas started feeling. Everybody got in their feelings, so it started trickling down. This nigga want to fight. This nigga Soular get knocked out. Wow. By Caliber. Caliber knocked Soular. Soular was on the same shit he did with Goomba. Peace, love, and light. I love you. I love you.
Please stop.
He did the same shit to Caliber. I'm like, is this what this nigga's character is all flawed?
Kill him with love, though. Kill him with love.
Hey, love wins.
Please stop. Please. Nigga,
Love
stop.
wins, nigga. Love wins,
No.
nigga. You feel me? So
Yes, no, and I'm off for fisticuffs amongst brothers to get their shit off. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
So then the girls is up there going at it. Brrr, they thunder. One of them pregnant. Soular wife, Zoka. She pregnant. And Malia like, I'm out of here. Malia trying to run out the house. Zoka ran her down, grabbed her by the hair, dragged her up the stairs. Zoka pregnant too. Doing this. She's like 19, nigga, dragging this bitch up. Malia back up the stairs like, bitch, come on. You gotta go see the Messiah. That nigga get up there, grab her by the hair, and close the door. It was like a movie scene.
There's no cameras. Yeah, but I said there's no cameras.
No.
So-
The camera was me. When I got out, I told all this shit.
What type of mouthpiece do you gotta have to make people believe you the Messiah though? Did he have a mouthpiece?
You gotta
on?
have a mouthpiece out this world, because it wasn't just them. It was the whole internet too, because nigga, they still on it to this day.
Yeah.
They still talk about this nigga all day on Bigo.
I would walk on a glass table on a lake.
They, bro, the nigga.
So did you? So you haven't? I mean, you know, chopping it up with him. He really had a mouthpiece like that, like.
Yeah, he had them go, bro. I was sitting there. That's why I bought into. I said, nigga, you got him. Let's do it. You got him, nigga. We can do it everyone. If this nigga said go rob a bank, they gonna go. So he had that much power. So that's why they keeping him locked up now, because they realized how much power he had.
So do you think he's guilty for the charges?
Hell yeah, he guilty. He should have did half that shit he did.
So all right,
He could have got away with it. He just shut the fuck up. He was just, nigga, I told him.
He was R. Kelly in the game.
So look, when he came to LA, I shut the cameras down. Nigga, you not coming out here. We in LA, nigga. Niggas will come knock your head off. They already calling me like, where he at? I'm like, nah, so we shut all the cameras off. I'm like, we gonna go silence. Nigga, if you fucking with me, we gonna go silence. This is how I move. I move in silence.
Yeah.
So boom, we shut all the cameras off until I left. And that's when the cameras came back on, because I came and I told it all.
So I'm curious. Nature Boy just got denied bond.
The third time.
Yeah, for the third time. He's denied. He got to stay in there until whatever. You just said he needs to be in there.
Yeah.
Because his mouthpiece is almost too good. Where
You know how it be.
he don't got to kill a witness. He just got to get at the witness.
You see how he did Soular, and he sent Soular on that mission, and he accomplished it. He got both girls pregnant.
Yeah.
Nigga, I don't know what
And
kind of
Soular
game.
said Soular did say one thing. He was about to go send a corner from the phone.
Listen,
Nature
they
Boy
was
been in
on the
jail.
phone, and he was live, and he told the nigga to go shut her up, go silence her. The nigga,
I'm like, damn.
he been on his job ever since, I believe. My nigga, she pregnant, she ain't saying shit, she gone. I don't even know what the fucking case looking like. Who know what it looking like?
She said here.
I feel like that's just my opinion. I don't know. I feel like the nigga still might be fucking with the nigga sometimes. Like, I don't know.
Well, she said here that if she goes on the stand, she's gonna tell the whole everything.
Of course, but is she gonna tell her part, or is she gonna tell her like she told it here?
So
Because if she do that, then she gonna have to incriminate herself.
so
Because you was there every single step. You was.
So
they're not really.
No, they are married. No, not Soular and her. Nature Boy and her. Nature Boy did that for a purpose.
Oh,
He knew that. You can't be a witness to your spouse like that
okay.
unless you go state.
Let's dissect that, because a lot of people, we have gotten a lot of feedback that's saying Velvet is not taking accountability. She is not being truthful.
Absolutely.
What is that? What is she not being truthful about? What was her role in it? What was her particular intake? Because at first, when I met her, she just seemed like a person that was victimized.
Right.
But it seems like it's deeper than that.
Nah, Velvet was over there. She was the chiefess. So she was the head. So she had leverage, you know what I'm saying? She had power to do what the nigga make him move. Because he really moved off of her drum. Everybody didn't peep that, but I peeped that. She had the power to make that nigga move. She just didn't understand her power. And I was trying to tell her, like, look, like, nigga, you got the power to turn all this shit around and make this shit right, but you don't want to. So she didn't want to, because she didn't know how. It wasn't in her, but he wanted to put her in that light because he seen she was younger, she was coachable. When they're young and they're very impressionable and you got all that power, you got everybody move like that nigga, what woman don't want to be around that type of nigga? When you got other niggas rubbing your feet at the, nigga.
Right.
But I don't know how you go from that to a Soular though. I don't know how you do that.
Yeah. Do you feel like their union is genuine?
Who's, her and Soular's?
Yes.
No, fuck no. I feel like it's some animosity behind the scene type shit. Like both of them got. I feel like Soular fucking her because Nature Boy fucking his bitch, and I feel like she fucking him because Nature Boy fucking his bitch.
Hey, so let's talk about it then, man. You know, his charges were like for rape, false imprisonment, a couple other ones, man. Velvet did tell a story of a young lady coming and him want to like break her, take her virginity and stuff like that.
Sheba.
Yeah. So do you feel like women were having to give it up against their will? Like Velvet said, she would sometimes not want to do it, and he'll make her do it, or either get her drunk enough, or.
Oh hell yeah, he definitely would get her drunk. I witnessed that. He told me like, nigga, I'm like, nigga, why are we getting so fucked up? He like, nigga, cause Velvet got to go to sleep. The whole purpose of getting drunk was to get Velvet fucked up so she passed out so my nigga could go and be the savage.
Damn.
So one night we in Vegas, he goes savage. We like the same night all the fights are going. This was a long motherfucking night.
Sound like a long night.
This was up, nigga. You had to bring your lunch to this shit.
God
bro. Nigga, it was long. I'm talking about nigga. To tell a story, it takes like 3 days to tell the story, my nigga.
Yeah.
It was so much shit. So this nigga get Velvet drunk. He sent me to the store, go get some more tequila. We go to the store. I'm on the go out team. So I'm on the finance team. I know all the business, all of them, because I brought a lot of money to the table.
Yes.
30,000 plus. And then everybody ate. We found ways, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we go, we get the tequila, we come back, Velvet lit, passed out. This nigga goes on the rampage. He got 3 of them up there necking him. He's going through the whole house like, nigga, who's next? Send them up. Send them up. My niggas in there got a sex demon. My nigga goes ham. He goes ham. When that nigga get lit, he done. You can't stop him, man. I'm like, nigga, that's how I knew. This nigga is not him. It wasn't just that, but that was another red flag. Like, nigga, you have no self-control when you get lit. Because that's the night he pulled out his penis on my wife, too, in the shower. That's the night they had all the spiritual baths going on. Because I was telling you about the women had the smells in the house, and we was going in and I'm like, bro, we got to do something about this shit. Like, you got to go and clean this shit up, nigga. We can't be in here with all these smells. We got kids here, nigga. Anybody come here, nigga, just the smell alone, nigga. So that's when he came up with this idea, well, we gonna give all the women spiritual baths. And we gonna let them bathe each other and all the men gonna be downstairs. So we was all downstairs and this nigga was up there running amok, going ham. And the only reason I knew because I was on the go-out team, so I gotta report to him every time and then I gotta wait for him to let me go. The nigga would get caught up in what he doing and I gotta stand there like, just watch.
Did he ever make, like, with your wife's situation, did he ever like, all right, boom, pull it out? Your wife was like, nah, it's like, man, I gotta go and.
So cold game. All the men is downstairs. He the only nigga, like he the only nigga that can come to both kingdoms, heaven and hell. You know, he come upstairs, downstairs. He everywhere. He the only one. So my wife texts me like, nigga, this what happened. When I go upstairs to talk to her, boom, I'm like, bet, don't trip. Let me get our money first. Let me get everything situated, then we figure out what we're gonna do. Let me take care of that part. Once we got our money situated, I booked hotel, booked Airbnb, boom. They didn't even see it happen. And I just booked it and then I bounced. Me and my wife bounced like the next day. But I had a talk with him and I broke him down. The nigga came out, I'm not the Messiah, I'm just another nigga. He offered me Velvet, like, nigga, take Velvet, you can have Velvet. He said, you can have Velvet. Yeah,
shit, so
like,
this is the conversation.
Yeah, me and him now.
Like, bro, this is just a game I've been
it's just
running,
me.
bro.
Yeah, hell yeah. And I'm like, nigga, you fucked up because I knew that. And that's why I came here, nigga, and you should have kept it a buck with me, nigga, and we could have been.
And this is your full exit, like, to get out of the whole
this
situation.
This is my exit, yeah. And he's like, nah, don't tell nobody what happened. Like, don't let Velvet them know. Like, he like, nigga, I'm like, cool, but I gotta get away from all y'all, nigga. You, everybody, nigga, fuck this shit, I'm out. And he was begging me, like, nigga, beg me, bro. He offered me everything he could offer me.
Damn, how much
nigga
time?
offered me cars, everything.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, then after I left, he was still sending me shit, like, I'm apologizing, like, for a year. Sending me gold clippers and all types of shit.
Damn. So you was an important aspect to him.
Yeah.
On the team.
Cause like this nigga, when I had my son, this nigga, him and Velvet called me like, y'all son gonna marry our daughter, like type vibes. Like we about to connect like that and bring this shit together, like that type of shit. It was like 2 tribes connecting. That's how I was looking at it when I first was presented with this shit. And then when I got there, it was just like summer camp, bro. I'm like, it was just a bunch of bullshit. And then it was like, but it still had it still was opportunities because there was so much attention on the group. So it was like, nigga, let's see what we can do to harness some of this shit and channel this energy into art. And that's what I've been doing since I left.
Did anybody else bring any finances to the table?
I think at one time, me. No, I take that back. Nope, I take that back. Flo, about 300,000.
Soular
That was
said-
the very beginning with Melanation, how it all started. The 300,000.
Soular said he was the money guy. What
Soular, no, that's cap. No.
Did he-
How you gonna be the money man there when you're not the money man now? That doesn't make sense. How you gonna be able to do this for somebody else, but you can't do it for your motherfucking self? You got 2 babies on the way, and you ain't got no nest. How the fuck does that work, nigga? I've been a single parent, so I looked at the nigga like, nigga, I tried to help him, like, nigga, come here, I'll help you. We buying houses, all types of shit. Like, nigga, look, get your shit together, get a foundation. You can't have shit without a solid foundation, nigga. You running around here acting like you got it all, and you ain't got no foundation, so we already know you capping, my nigga.
So from the time that you left, how much time passed before Nature Boy was locked up? Like a year and a half? Or?
Yeah, about that, about a year and a half, maybe 2 years. 2 years.
What were your thoughts when you seen it come down on him? Like,
I already knew.
oh damn.
I already knew.
So you knew even
I
as you
talked
was
to
leaving,
all
like,
the females I talked to, because a lot of them live with me outside. When they left Carbonation, like when they finally all left, they would come to me. Like I would be the resources. I was called the Carbonation Rehabilitation Center.
Damn.
That's what they was calling my tribe, because
Yeah.
all them niggas came over there for help, and we would always make sure we helped them. Because I felt like, nigga, they was like my little bros at that point. They confided in me and everything when that nigga did. I knew all their secrets. I knew everything when I was there. They told me everything. That's why I have the biggest asset, because I know all the information to all the reporters, everybody.
Damn. Now, Velvet said a story where she was kept there without being able to leave. You know, no birth certificate. He held that from her. And did he do that for other people too, as far as keep IDs, keep passports? Where
Fuck
niggas
no.
can leave. Was there like a gate 9
No.
feet tall?
No.
That niggas can
That's why I'm saying it was cap, bro. How did she leave the last time she left? She just fucking left.
Yeah.
Nigga, you could have did that at any point and said, fuck that paperwork. You can go get a birth certificate from anywhere. You can go pay $50 and get that motherfucker online. Why would you sit there and get your ass whooped or sit there and go through all that if you didn't really like that shit? Damn. You can't say you did it that long, nigga, and then nigga make that part make sense. How you stay there, come back, leave, come back, nigga, you had opportunities. You left more than most of the motherfuckers left. And then she go get healed, get the paperwork, come back, and then go get the STDs all over again. Make that part make sense. How do you do that part multiple times and then say, oh, I was a hostage?
Nah, that's facts. Now, I have to ask, you had said, I think you had mentioned, I thought I heard you mention that, or let me just get your thoughts on it, that Nature Boy had a little bit of jealousy, maybe either towards you or Soular or anybody he thought may come in and take his position or entice the women more so than him.
So like I said, he studied your chart, right? So he know like everybody's charts. And some people's charts got a grandiosity aspect in it. Mostly Geminis. They have that grandiosity thing where they feel like they got a God complex. I was a Gemini, Soular a Gemini. So he always like looked at us like, oh, y'all think y'all can have any bitch. Like, oh, y'all think y'all can have any bitch? And I'm like, nigga, never. Like, because I was always getting at it every day. I'm arguing with these niggas about, they trying to say, I want Velvet. And Velvet putting it off every day like, I want her. And I'm like, bitch, I'm not fucking with you. When I first met you, you had bumps, your titties was sad. I told this nigga that. Like, nigga, me and this nigga argued for days, for hours. Most of those meetings when I first went there for the first 3 weeks was about me and Velvet. And this nigga felt some type of way about me and Velvet. If you go to look at Civil's book that she put on it. Y'all heard about the book? Oh, y'all gotta go do the audio book. The book is cold. The book cold. It's fucked up, grammatically wrong, but but you can understand what the fuck she's saying. You know what I'm saying? Civil's book. But yeah.
Do you think if he was free, that they would still be, he would still be in a position?
Fuck yeah. When he get out, he gonna be in that position even greater.
Do you think he's gonna get out?
Yeah. Not a fact, because they can't hold you that long on them things without nobody coming to court. Well, I mean, like, how long they gonna revoke your bail for? They gotta give you one at some point, or they gotta see the trial all the way through at some point. And they gotta have evidence. I haven't seen one piece of evidence besides the videos that he put out, but them videos was out before the girls even felt some type of way. Them videos was already out. He just re-put them out after they left. And so they got mad because he resurfaced them again. And so that's why they tried to hit him with the charge. But personally, I feel like the shit that he did, he should be locked up for. But I know that shit don't hold long. It's charges. They just wait.
It seems like he could have had real power, but he was just really lust filled with lust. Why?
Man, because of where he came from. He came from that industry, the porn industry. So when you get dogged out like that, it's a mindset that you take on with you, and you possessed with that for a long time. It's like when you watch porn, nigga, you take on that energy from that shit. So that's what happened with him. When y'all, I don't know if y'all seen that gay porn video he got out with him and the white dude playing in his booty or whatever. Yeah. I never watched it, but I just heard people come to me with all the fucking stories for some reason.
So I just want to get back to that part. Like, what was his intent with getting all the men castrated?
What the fuck?
So that was.
Look, I heard that shit, but I don't know. He ain't ever run that by me, nigga. Cause nigga, I would have been like, nigga, you got me all the way fucked up.
And
my nigga.
Also with the downloading.
Okay, I made that shit up. I ain't gonna lie. I did. I thought that shit. I made that shit up. It was me, my nigga. I made that shit up.
Coming from your analogy, and you know, I can see that.
I was trying to prove a point when I said it. And they took the internet would take shit and run with it. I was saying like the niggas was that deep involved that they would literally drink off, because they was literally eating off the nigga spoon. Like them niggas was literally rushing like and I'm like, nigga, why is y'all eating off this nigga spoon, bro? They wanted his DNA. They really wanted to take on. So I'm like, these niggas was that thirsty that they would drink this nigga shit. Cause he said it one day playing. And I just said it like, damn, this nigga really had that in his mind though. Like he thought that. So I put it out there in an interview, and then everybody ran with that shit. Okay. They taking downloads. I ain't never seen that shit. No, I just said that shit, bro.
Do you think that the men or women would do that? If he would have,
the women was doing it for sure. The women didn't have a choice. They ain't had a choice. Now I think some of them niggas probably would have. Hell yeah. Yep. I believe Soular would have been one of them niggas too. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
So I seen a situation in Hawaii where they got put off the flight because everyone was stinking or something.
No. That was either Costa Rica.
Yeah, Costa Rica.
Honda.
It was a flight that they were supposed to get on, and everybody's like, nah, we can't let you on this flight. Everybody's stinking. Yeah. So you said that was probably real because the smells were that.
Oh no, that shit was real for sure. Because I went over there too. Nigga, they really was about that no bathing shit.
Yeah, so no bathing, don't take baths.
And it was not even like no bathing. It was no bathing in water that had fluoride in it.
Okay.
So that was the purpose of that. So it was because in the United States, all our water has fluoride in it, which is a chemical, which causes eczema, which causes all types of shit, all types of skin diseases. So so over there, they got limited amount of water. You got to buy your water, and you got to have it brought in. They dump it into your basically like a what's that shit in the hole in the ground? Like a well, like a well, kind of like a So you got to pay for it to get dumped. So we was spending hella bread on water. So it was like, don't use so much water. Yeah. It was like they was taking whole baths, bird baths and shit, So that's what it was, and it's like you do that for a while, nigga. After a while, that scent get on you. That shit, it become a part of you.
You said carbonation people came to live with you, right?
Yeah,
Did Velvet ever come live with you?
Yeah, Velvet was living with me while she was here during the interview.
What?
She was living with us.
How did that work? Did she ever?
Okay, so this is how she got to us. She called Monica and my wife, Azine, and she said that Soular had put her out in the middle of the night, and he was cussing her out, arguing, tripping on her, and she needed to get away. She didn't have nowhere else to go. Her friend was supposed to take her in. Her friend never showed up, so she called us back and was like, what do we do? And Monica then was like, DJ Genesis and Monica, same person, they was like, we're going to go ahead and bring her here. So they brought her here. She was cool. She was like, she wanted to do everything when she first got there. Then about a week into it, 2 weeks into it, she found out she was pregnant. She brought me the test, and I'm like, why the fuck you bring me this test? She handed it to me.
Why did she bring you the test?
She brought it to me. I was wondering the same thing. I'm like, nigga, don't you take that Soular?
Shit, man.
I ain't touch it.
Shit. And we're gonna get to that because Jaguar comes in the story as well.
Yeah.
So you and Genesis are actually trying to help those leaving carbonation. How many people would you say y'all helped, either living with or just reaching out and giving them the
All of them except the ones that are there.
And real quick before we talk about all of them, there are like 4 still remaining, right?
You got Efaru, Aya, Malia, and Zoka.
Where are they at?
I think they in LA somewhere, last time I heard.
And what are they doing? They're just waiting for this to...
They just got housing. So they just got they was in a shelter and then they got emergency housing.
Okay.
Last I heard, somebody told me they got emergency housing and they just got their place. So they got a little spot and they just waiting on him to get out to the return so they can all kumbaya.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? They ready to turn him because he just dropped the book. I don't know if y'all seen him drop the book and they promoted that motherfucker. They had a commercial for it. He dropped the 3 God book. Yeah, the nigga got content still kicking like every day. It's new content being dropped. I don't know who the fuck is dropping the machine behind it, but nigga, it's being resurfaced. All the old shit is being resurfaced every single fucking day. It's nonstop.
Did you think he had the ability to get all this done like this? Like
he didn't have the ability to do it. He had no talent. The only talent he had was, I ain't gonna say no, he had the gift of gab. That was it. And he knew how to put people in a position to be the best version of themselves because he studied them. Yes. He would put in there, okay, this nigga a good editor, this nigga a good director, this nigga good this nigga good that. All right, nigga, this is what you gonna do. Until you figure out what your talent is, nigga, I'm gonna put your talent to work.
That's some real shit though.
That nigga was like Joe Jackson.
That's some real shit.
He was like a modern day Joe Jackson, to be real. He put them niggas in position to win so that he could win. And even though he was winning, they was winning, but they just allowed him to do goofy shit to them because they never put their foot down with it. They never stood on their shit. They never stand on shit. They was just letting the niggas tell them, do this. It's gonna make you this, it's gonna do that. Nigga, fuck all that, nigga. I ain't doing nothing that goes against my morals and values for shit.
Was there a nigga there that was like bigger, more muscular, whatever than Nature Boy?
It was a few niggas like that, like Tron. It was a few niggas, but they was all, that's what I said, when they surrounded me, that was when them niggas was in top-notch shape. Them niggas was out there, nigga, everybody had 6 packs, nigga. Them niggas was out there with machetes and everything every day. But I was still with it, though. You know? I was still with it, though. They never approached me in none of that type of manners at all. Nigga never, like, he never even came at me on no rah-rah. Even like in the midst of all that shit. I got rah-rah with him in that garage, though, that day. And he bowed all that shit down, and he bowed it down, and he told me, I'm not the Messiah, my nigga, I'm just the bro.
Why do you feel the need to help those who, I know you say it's like your rehabilitation. Why do you feel the need to do that?
I just felt like they needed a second chance, man. Why not? I feel like if it was me and I was out there trying to find myself, I wanted somebody to help me out, just put me on. Because ain't nobody ever put me on. I'm always putting people on. Amen. It's time to put myself on. That's why I put this album out. I'm in album mode right now. So.
And we're going to get to that. But what about, because it seemed like you have a little animosity towards Soular.
Who, me?
Yeah. Or you just don't like
Nah, because it went down that day. When they came here, it was a whole bunch of weird shit going on that day.
Yeah.
Soular wasn't even living with us at that time. Velvet was. So when Soular came in town, he came to down just to stay for 2 days to do the shoot for y'all. But then that's when him and Velvet reconnected. So when he came to our house to stay for them 2 days, that's when they came and did the show. I had already told her, don't do this show with y'all. I had already talked to her. I said, what the fuck are y'all gonna capitalize? How y'all gonna capitalize off it if y'all go do the show? They gonna win, but how are y'all gonna win?
Right. You be smart.
Let's wait. You do your own interview. Let Soular go do his own thing.
Came together.
You gonna come together. I said, oh shit. Monica come like, they going together? I said, well, fuck it. I left them at the house. They didn't even have a way to get here. They had to figure it out like on the fly. Cause me and Nazim was like, we out. I'm not about to Uber these niggas over there. He gonna try to hit me. He told Monica, don't tell Shaka that I'm going to do the interview. And I'm like, cause he felt like Velvet came there to be my wife. But he didn't say this until after the interview and he came back to the house. So he comes back to the house and we talking. He like, nigga, I felt like you was trying to take my bitch. I said, cuz you got me. I never wanted your bitch. I ain't never want her. When I had her, I didn't want her. So that's how it went down. So then we all had a real nigga moment, what they call it. Me, Velvet, Monica, Azine, Soular, and we all came to find out Velvet lied about all the shit. She lied about how she got there, and now we all trying to figure out, well, why the fuck is you up in Tribe Zulu kicking it with us? And then and then Soular like, she a liar. Azine like, she a liar, and I'm like, you a liar. And we all came together, you're the liar, but he left with the liar though. Because they left that night, they didn't even tell us they were leaving. She was still supposed to stay, and Soular was gonna leave and go back to go do, because he said, I'm gonna go back because I ain't with the community shit no more. She with the community shit, so he like, man, I'm gonna leave her here and come back and get her later. And we like, nah, nigga, if y'all gonna be in a relationship, nigga, y'all need to go together, nigga. So what is y'all doing? They never told us. Then they left at like 6 o'clock. DJ caught them leaving out of the house at 6 o'clock in the morning. They didn't say shit. They didn't say bye. They didn't say nothing. They didn't say thank you. They didn't say nothing. They just bounced. So yeah, I feel some type of way about that nigga.
It's just so crazy because when they came here, they portrayed like they were happy.
They was happy because he finally got his girl back for the second time.
I know he was happy.
Yeah, he was happy with. I don't know about her because she didn't want nothing to do with that. We tried to, even when she first came, we was like, why don't we have Soular come back here and y'all just be together? She was like, if you bring Soular to this house, I'm calling the police on this nigga. I don't ever want to see this nigga. Don't bring that nigga here. And then as soon as that nigga came here for the interview, as soon as that nigga walked the door, it was like she was on her knees at the door. Yes, baba. And it was like, what the fuck? I'm sitting here like, what the fuck? This shit weird as fuck. I don't know what the fuck kind of games being played, but I ain't trying to be a part of none of it.
Is there a way to settle this amicably between all three of y'all?
Yeah. They got to come online and keep it real though. They got to come on. We got to all sit down. We got to talk about it
it seems like
because Velvet be playing games, bro, with me since day one. Y'all know that shit. I don't know if y'all know the story between me, Velvet, and my wife. We all had a little thing in New Orleans after the whole Nature Boy shit with my wife. Me, Velvet, and Azine, we all hooked up in New Orleans. And so they thought, no, it was just a one-time thing. We just all did our little thing, and it was just a thing, you know. And so Soular was feeling some type of way about that because she never came online and talked about it. Only I did.
See, and that's
so
what keep
Soular
it real.
So Soular came over. So we got to the house. Soular like, I need you to tell the story, like. And she tells him the story. Yeah, so I walk him through it. Then he asked my wife to walk him through it.
Did he grab some lotion while you was talking?
Yeah, man, he might as well have. Nah, because when I did this with Nature Boy, nigga, it was wild. You got to go watch this shit. It's crazy.
So wait, you could watch this?
Yeah, it was live. No, I'm saying the interview between me and Nature Boy when we talked about what happened. Yeah, that's live on Bigo. It was on live, and it's all on YouTube.
Damn, bro, I got.
Yeah, it got like 80,000 views or some shit. Yeah.
Fuck, man.
Yeah, so basically, so we running down the story. So then it's her turn to tell the story. She says, I don't remember what happened.
Yeah, did you climax? Because that's
what they said.
No, listen. Because when we talk about downloading and shit, there's a thing about, pumping your seed into somebody.
Yeah,
or, them swallowing your seed or something that you feel like even 10 years later, they're going to look at you a certain way like, I've swallowed your kids. I've had your kids inside me. That's a thing. I mean, like, this is real shit.
Yeah.
So it might be some residual left over.
I didn't climax in that moment, no.
Oh, wow. Okay.
No, not in that moment.
So nothing, just fucking around.
Yeah, man. Okay. It was just.
Why did you climax? You like, I don't want to give it up?
Nah, it was just like, it happened so smart. Look, we were all in the Airbnb. It was just 3 of us and then kids, you know what I'm saying? I made a pallet like on the other side because I'm like already like not feeling this shit. Like, because all the shit that happened between me and Velvet and Carbonation. I'm like, I ain't giving her no room to feel no type of way about me. I always keep my distance. So I'm over there. She gets up like, your wife said I can give you a hug. So she gets ready to give me a hug, but she pulls out of the dress like, and she naked, and I'm like, she said you can give me a hug.
Oh shit! Did your wife say she could give you a hug?
I don't know. I never really asked her. You
don't want to clarify.
They was in the same bed together. She woke up like my wife. So then my wife texted. So then like that, my wife wakes up. She's on top of me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean,
Velvet naked on top of me. Or it's reverse. I was on top of Velvet this time.
Oh shit.
But I was like trying to get up. Because Velvet kept asking me weird ass questions like, was you thinking about this at Carbonation like anytime we was there? I'm like, bitch, no. Never,
questions.
Bitch. I was over there getting drilled by questions by your nigga every day. Bitch, I didn't have time to think about you.
Yeah, the weird questions.
I told her like that. And she tried to kiss me. Right? And I'm like, bitch, where was you at? Because she had left that night and left her kid with us. And she said she was with another nigga, so she come back and she tried to kiss me. I'm like, bro, you got me all the way fucked up. And she like, I'm like, bitch, I'm over here, goddamn, bitch. I'm about to punch you. You better get off me.
If she would have called you Alicia, what would you have said?
Oh no, I wouldn't trip. I wouldn't give a fuck. I'm like, nigga, look,
I wouldn't trip. I wouldn't give a. Call me what you want, man.
Call me what you want, goddamn, just don't call me late.
So wait, you're right. So that ended and you cut that. That was one and done. Boom.
Yeah, cause she was weird. She started doing weird shit. Like fucking, it was just too much for me.
But
bro.
You understand why Soular might be like, yeah, come on, man. You know, I feel away.
No, I don't.
Okay.
No.
Now, based on what was going on back at the goddamn island or whatever the fuck,
he never been with her. You know what I'm saying? This is his first time being with her. He never fucked with her ever. They never even communicated like that.
Damn. Okay, so this is deeper than rap.
Yeah. So that's why I'm saying it's something deeper than them just being together because, like I said, he's always trying to be polygamous with her and the Terry for some reason. And Nature Boy, those is like his number ones, number twos.
To be devil's advocate, Nature Boy was right though.
About?
Because y'all both ended up fucking with her.
No,
that chart so right.
no, fuck
That
that,
chart,
fuck that. No, I'm not taking that.
No. He might have sent her. He might have sent her at y'all.
She was at me.
Yeah, he might have sent her at y'all.
Never.
Because for her to ask questions like that, like you've been thinking about it since Mexico, right? Like, God.
So while she's here, Monica wants to take her to the Babalao, which is like the spiritual
the reader.
Yes, where Jag was supposed to go to, all
Yeah.
that shit. So I went, the nigga was ill. The nigga told me all the back, I had pains in my back and shit and everything. He told me the first thing before I even sat down, like, hey, you got pain in your back? You hurting?
Oh, wow.
I said, hell yeah, how you know?
Wow.
That's when I sat down. I said, let's do this shit. This shit
Yeah.
got
You
good.
saw you got me. You had me at hello.
But before that, I went to I said, did you tell this nigga anything about me? Before we get
Yeah, right.
I had to go to Monica, like, hold up.
What's the jewel?
Hold up, what's the jewel?
Give me the rub. Give me the rub.
Is this nigga about to hit us with a bill? For like a cup of meal or something? Like, what the fuck? I go to her, she like, no, I ain't say nothing. So I'm like, Ben, I'm in. Let's go, let's sit down. And he tell me some shit. And shit's still happening about the shit he tell me. So Velvet goes to him though. First, one of the questions she asked him was, should she be my wife? Mind you, bitch, you just left Soular a week ago.
Damn. Shit.
I'm confused.
But look, check this out though. Check this out. But then, see the capping part with Velvet is she acting like she was innocent, but she really been a hoe the whole time.
Right.
Let's be at 1,000. The only thing she's accomplished since she's been there and since she's left is make 3 babies and have 3 baby daddies. What the fuck else has the bitch done? Nothing. Nothing.
All right. Top 5 coochies in carbonation.
I couldn't tell you. I didn't have none of them. I didn't have, fuck that, nigga. I knew. Baby, come on. We came here together, we leave together. Come on, baby. No,
Melanation
fuck that.
coochie versus carbonation coochie.
Did I have melanation coochie?
Yeah,
I didn't have melanation coochie, but my wife is with this shit.
I mean,
I have all my other wives. I had my own wives. I always had my own shit. I always did my own thing. So he was always looking at, once I started doing it, he would hit me like, bro, I'm about to take all these niggas bitches back. You out there looking like you having fun. And he'd go take all them niggas bitches back. And I'd be like, y'all are suckers. This nigga would copy me all the time. I cut my hair, he cut all them niggas hair the way I cut my hair.
Oh, wow.
I said, oh, this nigga really watched me like that.
oh wow, God.
Yeah.
You think that
No, I think the nigga was really infatuated with me. I think the nigga was on some shit. Like, he really was trying to like fuck with me like that. Like,
does he have the ability to watch
on
these
some gay
interviews?
shit? I don't know. Maybe in jail. They might have got him plugged in. You know, the girls working hard for that nigga. They working hard for him. I need a team like him. What the
Yeah,
fuck?
nigga up in the
Bitches work
comments.
hard.
Nigga up in the comments section. For real. So wait, so I have to ask because I got to get to this part of it.
Oh shit.
Jaguar comes in the picture
Okay.
for you. How does she get in the picture of your story? Your story.
Okay,
with
so
all this?
mind you, I'm on Bigo. I'm the hottest nigga on Bigo because of the Nature Boy shit. I tell you, I was making 5,000. My wife was making 1,400 every month off that shit.
Man.
Just sitting there talking about Nature Boy all day. And just getting interviews. I'm getting 150, 200. So Jaguar them hit my manager on Bigo. I had a manager on Bigo. Her name was Nikki. She would book me everybody, the top niggas that go talk, sit me on their panel talk. I get like $150 for 30 minutes.
Yeah.
So I'm doing this shit all day, every day. Anybody want to interview, nigga, let's do it. So she booked me Tokyo, Toni, and Jaguar, boom. I sit there and that interview went up because they played in my face, I played in their face. It was just a game. It didn't have shit to do with Nature Boy at that point.
Yeah.
But I felt like the questions was like, do you believe in aliens? Tony's asking me shit, and I'm like, you got me fucked up. Then my wife interviewed with him, and she make my wife cry, asking about Soular's baby and shit. My wife get all, I'm like, fuck this shit, stop, let me take over. I took over. And I just clowned them, you know what I'm saying? And they kicked me off.
Damn.
And then they didn't pay me. So I went on like, fuck Jaguar, fuck Tokyo, you see them run me my bag.
Yeah.
And every platform I went on Bigo until she called me that when Monica came, I stopped after she called.
Okay, yeah. So wait, so Jag linked up with Monica first, and then you were already kind of in the picture.
Me and Monica had hooked up again because we had hooked up a long time ago on Bigo.
Okay.
We met on Bigo. Me and DJ Genesis.
Yeah.
She was in my Tribe Zulu family on Bigo.
Okay.
So what I did was I went on Bigo and I took everybody on Bigo and I met them in real life.
That's real. No,
And
that's
then
real.
we did business. So she was the app developer. So she developed the app called TribeZulu.com.
Oh, hell yeah.
And we did that, and it was like Instagram and Facebook in one, but then you can gift yourself like Bigo. Well, then we all fell out, so I shut the shit down after $6,000 of Bigo's money that we invested, because what we did was we took the Bigo money and invested it in real life.
To your own shit, yeah.
Why not? Why we gonna keep giving money to Bigo, my nigga?
Damn, you had the good plan.
That was right.
Look,
Hey, so what was your
never
currency? Zulu pendants.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, what kind of I know one beans. Yeah, spears. Yeah, throw
We about to, look,
throw some
that's
spears up there.
so we was all gonna be the. So what we was doing was we was gonna clone Bigo.
Yeah.
We found a clone. Genesis found us a clone. You buy it for 20 bands, and you got Bigo. And then we was just all our kids and all of us was just the motherfucking beans, and we was gonna be.
Yeah, this how
It
you
was
get
us.
it. Yeah,
Nigga,
this how you
that's
get
what
it.
it was gonna be, and we was trying to recruit everybody else to come be a part of that.
So-
So we had it set up. It was running. We had like 300 and some members before when I shut it down.
Oh damn, that's a lot of members. Shit.
Yeah.
Oh, that's lit. That's lit.
And it was
may
only like
come
in a
back.
couple months, like 3-4 months.
Nah,
that
that's
we
kinda
had it
lit.
up. We
That's very
developed it, had it running, and got 300 members, and then I shut it down.
Damn.
I feel like it was
Yeah,
just
look,
a lot of inner turmoil.
I understand, yeah, but-
lot of beef between me and
Get the
Monica.
business right, yeah.
Because there was a lot of women. Every woman in Tribe Zulu, it was 30 of them was trying to be my wife.
Bruh, that's a whole different kind. Oh, that's a different app.
They
So
was
you
all
should've-
trying to be my wife. No, Bigo though. This is on
I know. I'm
Bigo.
saying you could have switched that to a whole
I
different.
did. That's what I'm saying. I did. I'm still doing it to this day.
When you got 30, when you
No, okay, yeah. It was a few. I mean, but it was like 30 though.
Yeah.
It was all of them, and that's how I was getting that bag because they were just running it up. I'm doing auctions every day, all types of shit. But yeah,
I mean, when you got 30 women trying to be your wife, like, did you ever just be like, man, I'm gonna just make an OnlyFans, like a Tribe Nation OnlyFans?
man, you know what? That shit wasn't
pimp
really
'em out.
popping like that then.
Oh, okay. But if it was,
Oh yeah, I be thinking about it. You know, so it's still an option.
The Nation OnlyFans is
But now that's why we started our own TV on the Roku shit. We got ZuluVision.tv now
Oh, yeah.
going on the
Oh,
Roku, Amazon, all that. You know,
No, we're gonna go all the way through the promo shit. I gotta ask you, meeting Jaguar when you linked up with Genesis and getting to meet her after the first conversation and where my money.
Yeah.
How was meeting her in person? How was the
It was
person?
dope as fuck. She came in open arms. I thought it was gonna be some beef type of vibes, but it wasn't. She came and she just showed love. She was singing to us. Man, it was live.
Y'all got some music together. Did y'all get some music?
Yeah.
Dope.
Yeah,
Because
we
Jaguar,
got-
people keep asking her to get back into a music bag. But
that's what-
he's talented as fuck.
She got skills, bro, and she go in there doing it effortlessly. She does it effortlessly, bro. Like she goes in there, she can knock out a song in 5 minutes if she wanted to.
damn it. So y'all got music.
Yeah,
shit.
we just had fun. We wasn't even really trying to do music. We was just vibing, and then she just like, let's do something. Damn. And it's dope when she does it versus me having to approach it. Because sometimes she be trying to grouping me out. And I had to check her a lot. Like, nigga, don't tell me to go look you up on Google and you right here. Like,
Right, yeah, you right here. So I'm curious.
You know what I'm saying?
What were your thoughts of Goomba when you first met him? And when you go ahead. I got a
My
question.
first thoughts on Goomba. Goomba was cool. Me and Goomba vibe more than I vibe with her at first.
That same thing Solar said.
Yeah, me and him vibe with her because Soular was Solar's first time meeting her. Like a couple days after I mean, he came to our house and then we all introduced him to Jag.
Yeah.
So within like a couple days of him, that's when they went on that road trip. They only had known each other for like 2 days.
So who do you believe in that road trip story?
I was there, part of all that shit. I was on all the phones with Jag, with Solar, and Goomba.
Yeah.
I was me and Genesis. Me and Genesis in Detroit with Junior, with RJ Jr. and them. I'm trying to be a member of Slum Village at this point. We all trying to put the Slum Village package
Yeah,
together.
exactly.
And we in Detroit, so we getting blown up in the meeting. And it's Goomba. Come get your nigga, bro. Come. So I'm like, so I go outside during the meeting. I'm talking to Goomba, talking to Solar, talking to Jag. I'm balancing all three of them conversations at once. And she telling me her side, he telling. So my thing is like, y'all just go away from Gerald, go do y'all own thing. And then when it's time for the event, y'all come back together. But give them some space. As soon as that happened, they was at the barbershop. They pulled up. We all on the phone. I'm like, bro, what the fuck?
So wait. So the story that's in the car, just based on all when you hear it all, who do you feel was in the wrong, Solar or Goomba?
Both
Jag?
of them, Solar and Goomba. Solar in the wrong because he getting into married people shit. And I told this nigga when I was in Detroit, hey, just fall back, my nigga. If he ain't beating on her, then let them argue, nigga. Let them argue all day. If he not, but it's not your job to try to save a hoe because that's a married woman. It'd be different, nigga, if she was just a girl that he just fucking on. And do your thing. But I said, nigga, stay away from her. Let him do his thing. Nigga did not listen to me. He said, no, I'm here and this is what I'm supposed to be doing. And I said, all right, nigga. The nigga just called me and told me he gonna beat your ass on site, so it's on site. And y'all at the barbershop, as soon as he said that, Goomba called me. Boom, Goomba running. He put the phone in his pocket. I'm in the pocket. Yeah, Goomba on the phone with me, Solar on the phone, and Jag. I'm telling Jag, no. I'm trying to balance all three. Nigga, I'm like, fuck it. I'm just watching the movie. Get the popcorn. DJ, get the popcorn. We just watched the play. We in Detroit, like, oh, it's all bad in Dallas. Motherfuckers is going to jail.
So what do you say when you see like Jag on the ground getting arrested by cops? Like,
Nigga, I'm like, oh, it's
shit.
all bad. I'm like, nigga, they gonna talk about me forever. I'm like, oh, I didn't help these niggas. I said, yeah, they was already on me, nigga. They was putting my information out just for helping Soular. They, nigga, World News and them put my social out. They was like, fuck y'all for helping them niggas. They turned, nigga, I had to call the feds on these niggas, nigga. CP3, everybody, the internet police, nigga, everybody. This nigga was on us heavy, nigga. I had to call him. World News. This nigga found our location when the night me and Jag and them left here. The nigga posted our location the same day. Online, like, yeah, we saw y'all. And he had a live video, like, this is the building they went in. This is where they parked the car at. The nigga did that shit, bro. I was like, oh, he got me all the way fucked up out here. So I called his little minion, Dukulu, me, my wife, and Monica, and we said, nigga, you gotta go online and straighten this out, because if not, nigga, it's all bad, because y'all not really in these streets. Y'all not really in these streets.
Yeah.
And I had to have that concept, like, you can't protect your wife with all the guns in the world when you at work, my nigga. And she at home, nigga. And that nigga went online and like 20 minutes after that, and like, we about to have a meeting, me and Shaka, and they fucked him over off of that. The whole Bean team turned on that nigga. Fuck you, why did you want to do this with him? Not knowing that I called him and told this nigga, like, nigga, if you don't get this shit straight, then you better go tell them it was all cap. So we about to have that meeting, we about to have that shit down soon. And we're gonna do some straightening then too.
What about when he put the ashes on his face? What he said?
Okay.
So
I asked him that shit soon as he got. I said, nigga, what the fuck was that about? He said, he told me, he said, yeah, she cast a spell and I wanted to counteract that shit. He said, it's about love. She cast a spell talking about kill all these people and shutting shit down. He was like, so I wanted to counteract it and I just did the same shit she did, but I just did it in love. And I'm like, I can respect that. I don't know. I guess, nigga, that's how you felt, nigga. I wouldn't have did that, but you know, that's how you rock. That's how you get down, my nigga. So I respected it. I was like,
why do you think he was massaging Goomba's shoulder?
I just think he used to that shit. He was massaging feet over there in Carbonation. You didn't see the video? I seen that nigga. He was the first nigga in line. I'm like, damn, you was not that nigga over there, bro. When you say that, but you was the first nigga over there. Baba G. He was over there. I said, but if you watch the videos, you can't say it like, nigga, how was you the nigga and you was doing that? When was the nigga ever that nigga? Where they do that at?
I thought niggas left the person who they were at Carbonation back in Mexico or Hawaii, whatever. I thought he left that there.
That nigga's still with him.
Damn.
He's still there.
Okay. Oh shit. Okay.
He's the torchbearer right now. He's doing the victory laps.
Yeah. No. He did say he himself is trying to redo the carbon.
Yeah, because he came out. Him and Velvet came in. This is what fucked them up with their whole case. They should have just went and did some other shit, but they wanted to go and say they the chiefest of Carbonation.
God damn.
My nigga.
God damn it.
How you gonna go from being the butler to being the Messiah? You want everybody to respect you, my nigga. Jeffrey ain't never been Uncle Phil.
Yeah, you got to get a whole new. You got to start a whole. You got to start a whole new nation. You got to. Yeah. You got to start a whole new situation.
I felt like this whole shit has been the revenge of Soular, my nigga.
Nah, for real.
I feel like this has been this chapter has been the revenge of Soular.
He acted his ass.
He acted up. He cut up, bro.
He having his way, right?
And they letting him, though. They making this nigga look like he that nigga, though. And I'm like,
What?
I'm like, bro, you stand with me and you get more pussy than me.
What do you think?
God damn, that shit hurt. I was like, nigga, you fucking up my pussy, but you getting more pussy. Something ain't right, bro. Something ain't right.
What do you think is gonna be the repercussion when Nature Boy gets out?
Oh, Nature Boy gonna turn up on that nigga wife. Oh, he gonna have all types of fun with Zoka when he get done with that. Boy, he gonna turn her ass inside out. He gonna stretch that motherfucker to the back. He gonna have her on. Nigga, if it was me, boy, it'd be revenge of me.
So
Look, I returned the favor.
The revenge will be televised.
Hell yeah, this nigga is just a nigga.
So you don't think that? So you think they're gonna all go back to Nature Boy?
No, hell no. I think that's over. I know Nature Boy got the ability to grab anybody at this point off the internet. Hey, bitch, you wanna come over here and be with me? I got you. They gonna come. Cause that's how he got all them over there, by doing this. This nigga was going online and be like, nigga, we all out to eat. We ain't got no money. Y'all gotta pay for it, the internet. And them niggas would send that bag. They would pay for the meals, $200, $300 for like 24 people. Who the fuck y'all know could go online and do that? I don't even see rappers doing that shit.
The power of the internet.
And then he fucking with all the rappers too. He was fucking with all them niggas.
Who was the oldest person at Carbonation? Like
him.
Damn, all right. Yeah,
then probably me.
Yeah, that'll let you know.
But a lot of them didn't have no experience, no life experience. So they all still young-minded. Even though they're in their 20s and stuff, some of them, they never had no real life experiences.
Yeah, I can see
to actually have something to like be like, all right, I can trump what you say because I didn't done that shit and they had a different experience. They just going off of his experiences and what he went through.
I can see it. Now, so let's go and talk about the music real quick, man. You was able to play some tracks for us, man. What people don't know, like you just said, you have a whole musical background that we didn't really go through, but you part of some legendary shit. But you got new music coming as far as working on, a couple of different projects. I don't know which one you're gonna actually put out your solo project, or you also talking about a compilation.
No, scrap the compilation.
Scrap the compilation.
I ain't putting nobody on. This
there you
time,
go.
just me.
Shaka Zulu time and
Shaka Zulu 2.0. That's it, bro.
You play the song,
and I'm portal hopping. You know what I'm saying? I've been jumping from portal to portal, doing my thing, man. So that's what
you play the song with. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, would you experiment with the AI shit and get a feature from like Drake? You know how they be doing? They just
that shit gonna go crazy. I'm with it. Hell yeah.
Get shut down so quick.
Nah, they with it.
Like, where'd it go? This video is no longer available. That'd be
I make that shit work.
A body
nigga,
jerk.
I been got a double and shot the video. Nigga, I'm with the shits, with all this shit. I know this shit is smoke and mirrors.
Now you got a track with Jaguar Wright, man, that you was able to play for us, man. That motherfucker sounded hard, bro. Like you got Jaguar in the bag. Right now as we speak on this current interview, she's incarcerated. What are your plans for that song? What do you like when she gets out? Do you plan on doing like a first day out with her and like?
Oh, you already know we're gonna T-Grizzly this my first day out.
Okay.
The video, everything, free Jag until Jag is free.
Yes, there you go, man. For real, we gonna
turn up. We're gonna turn up first day out so she get out. I'm gonna be the first nigga to pull up on her. I'm pulling up in the bag. I'm taking her shopping and we getting the bag.
Yes,
I'm dropping on her head and we gonna go crazy. So I don't give a fuck what she do after that.
No, right. He said, yeah, we gonna work this project.
We
gonna work this project. So tell us about the project itself. As far as do you have any other features like who's producers? Just tell us about.
I'm working on some features right now. I really didn't want to go the feature route because I really just wanted to showcase myself finally. But I'm gonna have a couple hitters on there.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Outside of the music, and Zulu 2.0, what else are you working on? As far as are you writing a book? Are you?
I got a cookbook out right now on Amazon. It's called Zulu's Vegan Cooking. You can go cop that on Amazon, just under Zulu's Vegan Cooking. And I sold under 600 and something copies already.
Oh, damn, dope, man.
So,
that's real. That's real.
$15 a copy, and it's just an ebook. So I got that going. Me and Monica, the reason why I actually came to Dallas was because we started Refund Slayer, which is our own tax company.
That's real.
And so we started doing our own taxes. Then we like, oh shit, we can make a bag off it. Then we've been making a bag off of that shit.
Yeah, man.
The tax, man, it's one of the, man, next to drugs, I fucks with taxes.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Talk about it.
And businesses, you know what I'm saying? Just having something where you can get $200-$300 a day every single day, 30 days out of the week, you balling.
Yes,
People don't understand that you take something small, $100 a day, you making $3,000 a month.
Yeah, facts.
$200 a day, $6,000 a month. $300 a day if you got a product where you can make $300, and that ain't even hard. My whole objective was sell 30 items at $15. Uber Eats was getting 5, and I was getting 10.
Boom.
So I'm like, I still get my $10 even in Mexico.
Yeah,
and a lot of people was like, why your price is so high in Mexico? Nigga, because it's my price.
Yeah, you might need to make another book called How to Get Rich, How to Get Out the Mud. Shit, man, because you a wealth of knowledge, man, for real.
And then we got ZuluVision.tv. We just dropped that on the Roku channel too, so we got that up and jumping too. And I got a TV show that I'm about to drop.
What you gonna put on Zulu?
I got. We're gonna run it like Netflix 2-week type of vibe. You know what I'm saying? We linking up with content creators and letting them put their content on there, as well as our own. I got the podcast on going. I ain't even came up with a name yet, but I got it dropping soon. I already got everything in motion.
How big do you feel the Carbonation story would have been if they would have had cameras running 24/7 in that motherfucker? And they kept it real.
It would have been bigger than Big Brother and all that.
Damn.
It's still big to this day. It still could be done.
Yeah.
It's still gonna be done.
You ain't lying.
Because I get people calling me all the time. I do interviews to this day about it, and I'm still going hard with it. I'm still getting checks from Carbonation.
Nah, for real. Hey, run into the wheels fall
my
off,
thing
man.
was I was gonna take the whole thing from all of them because it was never copyrighted by none of them. So I had Solar do it.
So
Solar owns Carbonation. That's why they came out with the rebranding. They tried to rebrand it, but I said don't do it like that. Just own it and be quiet, and let Nature Boy get out and blow that shit back up. And
then you.
But he went loud with it, and I had to fall back on him.
Yeah, you a smart man. God damn it, you a smart man.
I'm like, nigga, we own the intellectual properties of carbonation right now. Nigga.
Nah, facts.
When they do the documentary, they gotta
come to me. They still gotta come to me.
So we asked a lot of questions. We talked a lot, and thank you for being so candid and telling us, just your side of things. But there are questions we probably didn't get off that you probably were like, man, they didn't get that off, but they must not know about it. Is there anything before we get out of here as far as that you might want to let the people know that it's like maybe either misconception or very true that some fans might have had questions about?
I mean, the one thing I might have made it sound like it was a motherfucking grand thing to do. You know what I'm saying? Like the way I projected it out right now in this interview. But at the end of the day, it was still some fuck shit going on, and you should be aware of what you're getting into at all times. You know what I'm saying? Stay focused on your journey, not to get distracted and caught up in somebody else's movement. You know what I'm saying? That's what I would give to the people.
Man, that's real. Nah, you said a lot there. That's a handful. For those that do want to check out the content that's coming out, go check out the music, of course. We're going to be doing some stuff with the music and, in the near future here. But for those that do want to just kind of see what Shaka has going on from here on out and just kind of following your journey, how can they get at you? How can they follow up?
They can hit me on ZulusVision.tv. Everything going to be televised. The whole movement, yeah. And Tribe Zulu is a whole movement within itself. It's a whole brand within itself because everything is Zulu with us.
There you go.
From the food to the way we raise our kids to everything. We have our own everything. That's
real, man. And any shout outs you want to give as far as to those
I want to shout out DJ Genesis.
Yeah, shout out
Genesis. Shout out my wife, my kids, all 8 of y'all. I hope y'all eating good like me.
What's the oldest and what's the youngest?
Now, my oldest daughter, she's 20. She'll be 20 in October. And then my youngest is 8 months.
Okay, yeah. Spread them out, man. Nah, hey, there you go. Legacy. Legacy. Man, well, you got to say it, man. Damn it. You kind of brought this story full circle, man. It's funny to hear 2 parts, but yes, Soular and Velvet did come together. I wonder how the interviews would have went separately if they weren't looking at each other.
That's what I wanted to see. That's what I wanted to see.
They weren't peeping each other, so I wonder how it would have went.
But she never did express how she felt about Soular. Like,
I don't think she could have.
When she told me about that nigga, you would have been like, what the fuck? Hey. She said she could not stand that nigga. She don't want nothing to do with that nigga. And then, like I said, she came to the house.
That
nigga came to the house. And then I saw her in the moment. Fail. Every time they get an opportunity to show and prove themselves, they fail.
Damn.
But that comes from the leadership that they was under, though. They was up under Nature Boy, so these are all his children, basically. He bred them for 7 years. He had them, and that's like being a teacher.
That's real. Nah, for real.
So he fucked them over.
Shit.
Because he didn't put them in a position to win. He could have put them in a real position to where even if he did go to jail,
they could still keep it going till I come back. Yeah.
And they not looking like dickheads.
Or
like prostitutes, you know what I'm saying? Like, nigga, they looking like God.
Yeah, nah.
Like, he had that opportunity to really put the black community on a pedestal. Damn. And he fucking fumbled the bag to me.
Man, that's a lot to unpack, man. I'm going to let the comment section unpack it all. We're going to probably have you back, man, because, again, there's more to talk about as far as just not only the music, but also your career before Carbonation, man. But
Absolutely.
I definitely appreciate it, man. I got to say it. You on the couch, man. You sitting here, man. You are a real life street star, man.
Real life street star.
Shaka Zulu in the building, man. We salute it. Hey. Hello.
It's official. I appreciate y'all, man. Thank y'all. Shout out to the real life street stars.
Love.